Jesus Christ, guys, what is going on? Like, the VTuber Blacklist absolutely eviscerating people out here, like, dropped name after name after name, like, legitimately. What the fuck are we witnessing, chat? I'm just like, I'm sitting here reading this shit, I'm like, what the actual fuck is going on? Yeah, like, Blacklist with Lily, with Mint, everything's fucking melting down. Yeah, you know, luckily I'm not on the Blacklist. I mean, I don't understand why I would be, because these people are absolutely horrendous, horrible people. I mean, like, this is the actual, like, VTuber Blacklist that is just dropping bomb after bomb, chat. I mean, let me go look at this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people that have been outed. Probably more on the way, not even talking about Taiga. I mean, like, that's absolutely fucking nuts, guys. So we're going to be talking about the VTuber Blacklist today. Nutty shit, guys. Nutty shit here. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. 6, 7. Yeah, we get about 6 or 7, you know. 6 or 7 people, you know what I mean? So, it's actually VT Blacklist, not VTuber Blacklist. Sweetheart, we know the name of the account. We're talking about the VTuber Blacklist, so in more of a generalized layman's terms. But thank you for the well, actually, seems like there's one more so far since you started. Are you talking about Blue Journey? Are you talking about Blue Journey? Or is there another one on top of that?
This week just got into another degree
I know,
of
right?
crazy. We're literally
Absolutely
watching
fucking
Karma
nuts.
taking
Another
shots
one on
after
top of that.
shots.
Oh my god, are you serious? Okay, wait, let me go look. Let's see. Tina Catgirl. Holy fucking fuck, dude. I'm gonna be reporting on this. I'm gonna be reporting on this for the next like 5 days. Like, oh my god. Alright, let me write this one out. Tina Catgirl, we'll look at that as well. Jesus fuck. Yeah, that's what somebody just said, Nid. I'm like, holy fuck. Like I said, I'm gonna be reporting on this for multiple days now. So here we go, guys. My fucking god, dude. Absolutely nuts. But, you know, besides all the craziness, guys, good morning. How are you? Happy Sunday, everybody. Hope you're doing absolutely incredible. I wasn't able to get a full body today, but I should be ready to go tomorrow. I think I fixed it all up yesterday, so yippee, we should be back. Absolute madness. I hope you're awake because, holy fuck, guys, we're going to talk about what's going on with the VTuber Blacklist. We're also going to talk about, of course, what's going on. A little bit of artist drama if I have time. I do want to get into that. Of course, I'm also going to give a follow-up to Taiga. I actually did go and edit their space call inside of Twitter. It is absolutely insane, guys. Insane. They doxed themselves and their parents like live on that stream. I mean, I guess their address is easily accessible if you know their where they're listed on, you know, the information they have to give away, right? Because obviously they are publicly on the list as a sex offender, but nonetheless, like, why would you say that out loud on a live space? Like, so weird. So anyway, I did edit it. There was a lot of really pertinent information, so we are going to listen to that today. A lot to take a look at, guys. So yeah, absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Their Twitter is gone. They did come out with another response to stuff. We'll give you a follow-up on that, like we did on Wednesday. I'm sorry, Friday. I got a little bit more to add to that. We also got a little bit of indie news. People upset with... People upset with Maid, Mint, and Shylily over on Twitter. I mean, what a surprise. It's fucking Twitter, right? So, what do you expect? We also got to go take a look here. What's going on with Mythic Talent? Kind of a big update going on with that. And then, of course, some information on... God damn it! Some information going on with HoloLive. We also going to talk about their new concert. Just happened with Kiara and Ina. We're also going to talk about something going on with Nodoka. Well, Nodoka's not around anymore, right? Yuchan's not around, but unfortunately, people are still causing problems centered around him. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about Ninja Sanji news. Holy shit, Ninja Sanji in the news. We're going to talk about that as well. I'm in, of course, debuts, graduations, all that kind of stuff. So lots of impersonators impersonating as well. Kind of wild. God damn it, did I get censored again? I just started. How did I get censored? Damn it, bro. Damn it. There's another freaking photograph. I'm deleting this redeem. I want you to know, chat, I'm deleting this redeem. Fuck this redeem. No. Yeah, Snoozy also has an impersonator. I gotta talk about this. So just absolute insanity going on in the VTuber sphere this week, guys. Ever since the report on stuff Wednesday, I mean, I even talked about stuff Friday. So if I'm talking about VTuber news on a non-VTuber news day, you know shit is real, chat. It's getting absolutely nuts out here. But first up, how are you guys? What's up, everybody? What's going on? Yeah, what are your plans for today? Oh my god, I have so much work to do today. Oh my god, I gotta get prepared for all my interviews coming up for Waifu, which I'm very excited for. So we're gonna be doing that. Lots of amazing people. I think if I have the numbers right, we took 50 people through the initial applications, and I think we ultimately settled for the first wave for about. You know, I was talking. I was saying words that matter. My words matter, chat. God damn it. I think we sent about 30 emails. So about 30 out of 400 people received an email for interviews. So it's gonna be crazy, chat. I'm excited though. I'm very much looking forward to it. So, why? How are you? I'm good. What's up? How are you, Amar? I could be better. Been very tired since today. Oh, daylight savings. Gotcha. Wait, I didn't know you guys actually had daylight savings. I mean, daylight savings is stupid as fuck. I'm so sorry you had to deal with that, Chad, because daylight savings is like, I think we can all agree it just needs to be done with. It's so stupid. I'm gonna do a character reference sheet drawing of Scarface. Nice. Oh, a dinosaur. Sick. I'm tired, sick, and good, Elara. May I ask when I should get that key from the charity stream? Just when what's when you talking about, sweetheart? I'm tired, sick, and good. May I ask when I should get that key from the charity stream? What charity stream? Are you talking about the one I did with Pika Pika Rope? Yeah, which one are you talking about? Yeah, to different odd times, depending on in the world where you are. Daylight savings was a mistake. Exactly. I fucking hate it. It's so stupid. I do get a lot. How's your day going? Playing some Mortal Kombat Collection. You know, I was trying to get my full body working, but I couldn't quite get it. So the one was smashing. What? Huh? I'm really confused. Maybe open a ticket in Discord. And I myself or my mods can help you. I'm genuinely so confused right now. Honestly, thought Vtuber Blacklist was defunct. They've been silent for a while, and now suddenly they're lining them up. Well, like, they used to release them very, very rarely. Very rarely, right? And I would kind of keep an eye on them. But yeah, all of a sudden, I think everybody's just like lining up because they're taking the shots. You know what happened though? I think what happened was it started with that one VTuber. I forget their name. Hold on, let me look at it really quick. It all started. We covered them when all of that came out. I even made a short about it. We talked about, was it something B? Yeah, B Morning VTube, Valentine's B. We talked about them. No. This was even before them. Yeah, this was even before them. This was Valentine's B. So we talked about them. Now we have, of course, Taiga. And I think somebody went digging. Somebody went, like, looking at public records, looking and comparing it to, like, public pictures. And I think a lot of people...
Gummy bear.
I think somebody went digging on public records and found out a lot of shit. That's what I think happened. So, yeah, I mean, now we have, 8 named now? I mean, like, it's ridiculous. 8 people on these lists. And we got to look at all of the evidence around them. But first, I got to tell you about Taiga as well. So, then, like, a firing squad went off this week. I mean, it has, Joey. It's crazy. Just going after all these people. So, I don't know what we're going to get through all today, chat. Obviously, I would like to get through, some of these artist issues. I do want to talk about, obviously, the VTuber blacklisting, but it's quite a lot, so I'm gonna get through what I can today, chat. And we will dive into it here in just a minute. But March has been absolutely cursed. Yeah, it's a lot to unpack. We're at the end of the month. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. God, maybe April will be better, right? Right, chat? April would be better, right, chat? Please, guys, please. I guess you can see it's March Madness. Yep, that's what we were seeing yesterday. We're like, God, it's March Madness. You sweet summer child. Look, I've been around long enough to know in the VTuber space, everything melts down between March and May. And then we have a little bit of a lull. Then there's always some big summer drama. And then in the fall, it kind of chills out for a second. Then we have another big drama. So, look, it's quarterly at this point, chat. I only have bad luck if you don't wear green on St. Patrick's Day. Okay, but what if I jumped over a black cat under a ladder and broke a mirror? Do I have bad luck? Am I going to be okay, chat? I would have been better without the team. Look, Volcano, I'm talking about VTuber drama, sweetheart. We are not talking about real-world problems right now. Yeah, we're talking about VTuber-related problems, not other problems, so keep it on topic. Yeah, the spring is always cursed. I mean, like, think about all the stuff that happened, 2 years ago? With Sullen, I mean, that was all going on last year. I mean, like, didn't we have all the Cinder stuff? Was that this time of year? I don't remember. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, when did all that go down? 11 months ago. Yeah, about 11 months ago. April 2nd. Yeah, about 11 months ago. So, yeah, we're about a year on that too. Bishocho, I mean, like, God, dude, everything is just fucking melting down. Crazy. Why are people mad at Mint? They're mad at Mint because she doesn't want to discuss politics. It's so stupid. For 5 minutes, Lark, can we just be in one piece without any shit? You know, to be fair, Morrow, I did have to cancel a VTuber news stream, so we were peaceful for 5 minutes. We did actually have our 5 minutes, guys. We did. You just didn't enjoy it. By the way, did you guys enjoy hanging out with Tuppy yesterday? I had such a good time with her. I always love playing games with her, just hanging out, but hope you guys had fun. I'm so glad we actually fucking won. I was like, dude, if we actually lose to Smarter Than a 5th grader, I might have to, like, I don't know, like, never play Night Raid again or something, you know? We'll never have a peaceful year. A VTuber Blacklist. Yes, VTuber Blacklist is, they're an account that comes out and shares information about very problematic VTubers.
What the fuck am I doing?
Well, this
here?
Blacklist is like just took shots at probably 7 or 8 creators, but it's not like little stuff. It's not drama like related stuff. It's like they're actually either like pedophiles, sexual assault. I mean, like really egregious and horrible stuff, chat. Really, really horrible stuff. So, if you get on the VTuber Blacklist, it's very serious, very, very serious. But I think somebody made this blacklist out of spite. Oh, no, Virgil. No. It's not like that. It's not like it's out of spite. It's straight up like, guys, this is like an actual blacklist of people that you deserve to be on it. You're a horrible, horrible person. So, hope somebody have a great time at Elden Ring. Oh my God, I gotta ask her when she wants to do that. The purpose of the blacklist is to inform people about really, really horrible individuals. So like I said, we'll take a look at it, Master. I do have one person that actually got outed on it kind of at the end of last week. So we will talk about that. And we're actually going to look into their phone call, which is pretty rough as well. So it's an actual legit blacklist. Yeah. So on Twitter, their thing is called VT Blacklist. Obviously, we just call it the VTuber Blacklist. But yeah, this is like a deserved, like, actual blacklist. If you're in the VTuber Blacklist, you deserve it, right? You have a lot of, backing, a lot of proof, stuff like that as well. No. This is not like a personal blacklist. This is like a keep the community safe type thing. So, thank you so much, Alex, for the I'm sorry, not Alex, Alec. Thank you, Alec, for the 25 months. I appreciate you, dude. What's up? By the way, chat, don't forget that subs. It is the last day for 35% off. 5+ subs. It is double time for the rest of the stream for subs as well. real life issues with VTubers who've done nasty things or have done nasty things online or through criminal offense. Yeah, the blacklist is usually dealing with people that distributed CCM dogs, sexually harassed. Yeah, I mean, like, they've gone as far to call out people like, like a Kumamiko, I think, is on there as well. Falter's on there. I mean, like, people that have just done really, really, really horrible stuff, chat. So they're very deserving to be on these lists, right? So, but we'll definitely see. Yeah, it's definitely not a beef list at all. Definitely not. Very much past that. So, yeah, it's like the John Wick's excommunicado. Oh, God. Yo, Borg, thank you for the 2 gifted subs. I appreciate you, dude. You get 1 dancing crab. Thank you so much. It's a shame there's so many tweet mongers that create an initial response of another one. I mean, it's true, though, Decoy. It actually is like another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. Yeah, literally play, and another one, and another one, and another one. But it's true, like, yeah, it isn't like a hit piece. It's an actual, like, warning system, right? We did beat the 5th graders. We fucking won. Yes, we fucking won. I'm gonna let add a little bit of stuff going on. Yeah, you're good, Nate. I will kind of give it to you in a way, even if you're out of the loop. You know what's going on, because there's just so much, right? It's a lot. So I don't expect everybody to keep up with this all the time. I got you, though. That's why I'm here. I got you. By the way, chat, coming up really soon, of course, is our weekly schedule. So, tomorrow we're going to do reacts, as always. I should be back in full body. Tuesday, I'm going to be playing Elden Ring. Wednesday, we have news. Friday, we have video game music review. We're not going to have news that day, chat. We're going to be doing a video game music review. Thursday, we're going to be news chatting. So chatting about recent stuff that's going on with some guests. I believe we're going to have Nick Dope and Bolts over that day. Of course, also, we're going to be doing an eye tracking challenge on Saturday. That's going to be a ton of fun. I'm going to be taking your submissions. And then finally, we'll have news on Sunday. So going to skip a little bit of IRL news. It's going to be quiet anyways, so I figured it was a good week to schedule some music reviews, and we'll catch up the week after on all that stuff. So, holy thumbnail. Oh, yeah. Well, right now we're getting this animated, if you haven't seen it. Yeah, so Papa Ness drew some new art. This one is actually going to be on our starting soon screen. Yeah, it's going to be animated. So, going to be for our starting soon screen. So, he took, like, that Dark Magician picture and used that as, like inspiration for that. I'm like, oh, my God. So, yeah, that had to be interesting. But somebody's working on that. We'll have that soon. By the way, chat, we do have 2 new subathon goals. We have chat picks and new art piece. And, of course, Shock Collar Dark Souls. That is one I've wanted to try for a while. Shock Collar Dark Souls. So, yeah, these might seem some pretty crazy goals. So, eye tracking challenge. I watched some videos of that on YouTube. Some VTubers for that challenge. Last time I did one, I think it failed to Hydra. I think it was like Hydra's thighs or something. I'm like, fuck, dude, I can't look away from this. You're just into shock play. Genuinely, I'm not into shock plays. So, this might actually be really bad for me. Like, wait, another one got posted? Oh my God, are you serious? Alright, well, hit me at the link in Discord. I'll take a look. Yo, what's up, Alex? How are you? You know what? Elara cosplays Dark Magician Girl would be awesome. You know what, DJ? I could do that. Yeah, I could definitely do that. But, like, I haven't been to a con in a while, so I don't know. And I met you on YouTube. I always enjoy watching your laugh is also great. Thank you so much. What's up with you, sweetheart? How are you? Hope you're having a great day so far. We are just yapping right now. We are about to... Oh my God, it's literally another one. It's literally another one. What the fuck, dude? Where are they getting all this information? My God. Well, keep dropping them, guys. I will certainly pull them up for today's coverage. And if we don't get to all of them, it's totally fine. It's not like it's like an ongoing story with each one. It's just they're dropping more and more. So, I'm happy to cover more of it on Wednesdays. So, it is BT Blacklist is the handle. Wait, that was her laughing. I thought the tea was ready. Kuro, I'm going to kick you in your shins. How about that? Also, 35% off subs. Shut up, Siri. We don't want to add any more time. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, bro. Dear Lord, there's more coming. Just like me last night. because there were more lists out there, chat, and a lot more news that I had to break down, chat. It was so much news that I had to look at, chat. Well, I currently has the proportions of cosplay's Dark Magician Girl. Bro, what are you talking about? Dark Magician Girl is like, nah. Dark Magician Girl has like, she's not that big. Although I am her probably accurate height. Like, wait a second, hold on. How tall is Dark Magician Girl? He's 14. Okay, I can be a little bit taller. Dark Magician Girl. There we go, guys. I got you. I can actually do a cute cosplay for that. That's cute. You look away for 2 seconds and shit hits a fan. Always, like, I really thought the news would be quiet this Sunday. Yeah, fucking right. I should have known better, dude. It's wild. You're one of the most unhinged VTubers out there. I dig it. Volcano, if you think I'm the most unhinged, you are not looking hard enough. I gotta tell you, there are 1,000 other more unhinged people than I am. Lyra, pretty much the same height. We're so sure you can prank your dad. I text my dad, he never texts me back. So I definitely will let you know what he says, but wow, holy shit. I mean, guys, these are horrible. Grooming minors, harassment, stalking, coercion. I mean, like, horrible stuff. Jesus Christ, dude. I'm not one for stuff going on with VTubers. I'm just happy to hang out with you cool people. What is the worst VTuber news? Stuff like this, where we're talking about actual crimes going on. That is by far the worst VTuber news. It's the most devastating, right? When it's actual stuff that's going on. Because it's just really sad, right? Because these people are taking advantage of other people. That by far is the saddest news, right? Like, Shylily, Cinder kind of stuff, right? Like, that's just drama, like, that's just disagreements and people being shitty. Well, this is like actual, like, crimes, you know what I mean, chat? Actual crimes that have legitimate consequences, jail time, stuff like that as well. So, thinking about the VTubers for entertainment, not treatment. Well, welcome to this sphere. It's gotten way worse in the past 5 years, let me tell you. VTuber news is how I discovered you. So far, best thing to have happened to me by accident. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I to March decided I wanted to throw hands again. So true. I mean, we're just getting bent over backwards right now in all this news. Yeah, I mean, I am really sad to report on it. But guys, it's very important that we have, like, legitimate discussions about some of this stuff, right? It's really horrible. And I hate to talk about horrible people, but legitimately, chat, you gotta protect yourselves. You gotta protect others, this is more kind of comes across as a PSA, less so than drama, right? So I just want you guys to be careful because there's just, there's a lot out there, guys. There's a lot out there. It's very, very sad. Yep, protection is indeed important. I'm not talking about that, Alex. I mean, if you do crimes and you're a VTuber, your VTuber career is over. Yeah, I would say for the most part, besides actual crimes, Virgil, I think most VTubers live under the moniker of, like, I can't be canceled unless I let myself be canceled, right? You can't cancel me unless I let myself be canceled, right? Which also is kind of good and bad because there are some people that have really horrible takes on things and still just kind of do their stuff. So, yeah, I take it or leave it with that one, but that's pretty much how most of the space operates. I can't be canceled if I don't let myself, right? So, yo, what's up, Hawk? How are you, sweetheart? Welcome in. Hope you're doing absolutely incredible. I am about to dive into some heavy news today. I even got my monster for today, chat. That's how bad it is. I had to pull out my monster to drink. Jesus, fuck. I've never seen any of those. To be honest, I don't really pay attention to much, like, Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. I only know, like, Exodia and Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl and, like, Blue Eyes White Dragon. That's kind of it. What flavor? Actually, I've never had this one. It's called Punk Punch. It's kind of alright. It's not that great. It reminds you of, like, it's like if they took, like, a white monster and mixed it with a pink monster. That's what it tastes like. Yeah, it's kind of just like whatever. Yeah, it's like pink. It's called Punk Punch. But yeah, it's like white and a pink monster mixed together. Sadly, it's not a juice one. It's just alright. You guys know I like my juice ones, but I saw it. I went to the gas station yesterday, to actually get a a couple things for A and I went ahead and grabbed it because I was like, all right, yeah, this looks new. I've never tried this one. Apparently it's like limited edition, and yeah, it's all right. Yes, White Monster is absolutely the go. I love White Monsters, but Juice Monsters is still better. You don't gotta know Yu-Gi-Oh! Any damage cosplay fills me with, oh wait, DMG cosplay fills me with joy. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is my child, I love that. I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh! Is timeless, right? So, Pot of Elara, when it comes to play shut the fuck up. We're not doing the fucking Pot of Greed. The Pot of Greed is never coming back. Pot of Elara has been sent to the boiler room, guys. They used it as fuel. It's over. There's no more fucking Pot of Elara. Blue Eyes Thick Dragon is probably, what the fuck is Blue Eyes Thick Dragon? Yeah, you know what sucks about that, Karab?
You never saw this coming. I summoned Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck.
That's not what it does.
It does what it do, you.
It doesn't
That
do
is
that.
what it does.
It is what it does. It do what it do, you. Nah, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Is very timeless, right? So, to add to this, though, unfortunately, if you don't know, they only are doing a limited push of the bad apple flavors, so it's kind of hard to find. Yeah, I found that out the hard way because I went looking for them. I was like, they didn't have it at a gas station, they didn't have it at my local, like, grocery store. But then I found out that they are only doing a limited push. So when I did find some, I bought, like, an entire, like, 12-pack of them because I was just like, I just love those ones. They're my favorite flavor. It's like fucking, like, caffeinated apple juice. It's so good. It's so good. What do we chat? You know what to type in the chat box right now. Let's fucking do it. We're gonna dive into a little bit of that Vtuber news chat. My God, we have a lot to talk about.
Death battle!
I hope it's not a death battle. I hope there's not any death involved. Jesus Christ. But first up, chat, I have something very, very important to remind you all of if you've not already grabbed it. That is right, guys. Guess today can be the greatest day of your lives. That is right, guys. Your life has been meaningless. You've been lost for years, chat. You have no idea what's going on in your life anymore. But wait, shining at the end of the tunnel, chat, is your savior, your happiness, in a small, plushy form. That's right, chat. My new plushie is here for pre-order. Let's go. That's right. Yes. You too can purchase my plushie right now. All you gotta do is type !plush inside of the chat right now, and you'll be able to go and pre-order yours immediately, right this second, chat. That's right. All you gotta do, !plush, nab your plushie right now. I don't want you to miss out on it, chat. It's the greatest thing you could ever get for yourself. And if we sell 50 pre-orders, I will do double time for the subathon for an entire week, chat. That is right. An entire fucking week I will do double time. So, I can nab it up, guys. Don't miss out on this opportunity. It's an incredible opportunity to add a bunch of time to the subathon timer as well. Absolutely nuts. So, when's the last pre-order day? I don't know yet. I'm not really sure yet, by the way. I gotta move my model. I'm not really sure. I think he is streaming right now, so she can't tell us, but I will ask her if she will let us know. I think it's open at least maybe for like a few more weeks. So, but again, nab it up while you can, guys. Pre-orders are now open for it. So, it's so cute. It's so cute. Now Lara can literally come inside my house. Yippee! As long as you don't yeet me and you treat me with respect, chat, we'll get along. We'll get along. I'll only take all of your cookies once a month. It'll be fine. So first up, chat, let's talk about a little bit of bans and suspensions, YouTube, Twitter issues, all that kind of stuff going on. Now, guys, are you familiar with Camilla? Anybody ever watch Camilla? I'm sure you watch Camilla, guys. Very, very big, VTuber. Very well known. Well, unfortunately, chat, this channel cannot stream at this time due to a violation of Twitch's community guidelines. That is right, guys. Camilla has been banned on Twitch, chat. Saying, I told you I could do it. I told you. You've been temporarily suspended for streaming for 1 day. Well, luckily it's only a 24-hour ban, but I assume because it was spin the wheel of alcohol, hot sauce, or karaoke, I don't know if, you know, Twitch has really been cracking down on these, kind of these streams where it's like, if it's slightly harmful to you, they have like a problem with it. So I think this is maybe why. I'm not sure, but like they're very much against like the one chip challenge, things like that as well. So I think this might be the reason why she got banned. That's gonna be my guess. But yeah, she did receive a 24-hour ban, chat. So she will be back soon. Don't worry, but yeah, she got banned, chat. Of course, in other news, guys, you might want to be on the lookout for an impersonator going around here with Bonnie Barkswell. Bonnie going on to say, I received a report that somebody's trying to impersonate me on Discord. They're in a room in this town for 2 pub maxers. I will never ever add you, sorry, to ask your personal info, send you files, or tell you to click on links. Always verify who you're talking to by checking the username, mutual servers, friends, account age, etc. So guys, be on the lookout. Somebody's trying to impersonate Bonnie. On top of that as well, guys, unfortunately, somebody tried to impersonate Snoozy as well. Snoozy going on to say hi. There's someone impersonating me on Discord. I will not say slurs or be rude to people. I'm so sorry to those who thought this was real. First image is the impersonator, and second image is my real and only Discord. I will include their Discord in a reply. So, hi, you my unfriend, and you are my unfriend on Steam. Even though I'm happy to see you in my comments, shut up, stupid girl. I hope your mom, death, and your family broken by stupid bitch. Yeah, that's absolutely ridiculous. So, obviously this isn't the real Snoozy. So again, I'll be on the lookout for this faker here. Not even using Snoozy's like actual picture, by the way, but yeah, seeing horrible stuff as well, chat. So again, just be on the lookout, protect yourselves. Absolutely horrible. Of course, also, guys, Glub is having a bit of an issue here. Glub going on to say, hey, Team YouTube, why am I getting this message when my fully monetized channel has been around since 2011? There's clearly been a mistake. Take action now to keep access to your channel. Due to a local law, you need to invite a parent to set up supervision in order to have a channel and do things like upload videos or comments. They've had this account since 2011. And they're like, oh yes, yeah guys, make sure, you know, you really wouldn't want anything to happen, you know, in case you need your parents to set up supervision, even though you're a fucking adult. Bro, that's absolutely nuts. I fucking hate it here sometimes. Some of the shit I read, I'm just like, what the actual fuck am I reading, dude? Absolutely ridiculous. So, again, I wish Glub lots of love, but what the hell, dude? Absolutely fucking ridiculous. I know the news, guys, there is a bit of issues going on here with Twitter. Well, besides Twitter being Twitter, right, guys? So,
oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yo, what's up, Sunrise? Bonnie Barkswell actually going on to tweet out Twitter in all of its wisdom believes without a doubt that some of my
Tier
thumbnails
100. The
are
reason
100%
Camila got banned
AI.
is because she wanted to get banned, so she scrolled through her Twitter art tag and showed PRON on stream.
Why did she want to get banned? What the fuck? Really, Grievous? That's insane. What the fuck? Why? What? That makes no sense. Of course, Twitter is marking Bonnie. Thumbnail says 100% AI, and I cannot tell it otherwise. So again, you can see here, it says generated with AI. You know, has the check marks here. Well, guys, you're actually doing this to a ton of creators. So if you see this, I know that Twitter is off its rocker. You can see here, of course, with VP going, by the way, my art is not AI. Twitter did not live with us right. I have proof. Here, of course, is the art made by the artist. Here is their schedule, and of course, you can see right here, made with AI. So, another users, lots of users actually dealing with this. Another user I wanted to drop out here was Undead Commander. Saying, what the hell? It was detecting I made this in Photoshop, because that has to be it, right? I took the background from Unsplash. The icons from an official D&D source, that's my model that I took a screenshot of. And the text is in South Korean font style, what the actual hell. And of course, again, made with AI. So guys, if you see this, I would very much just ignore it. I don't think it's actually anything that's true. Take it with a grain of salt, at least. But yeah, as you can see with these 3 examples, absolutely not true. And then finally, chat, there is a new scam going around BGN. I think you all need to be very careful. This is absolutely nuts. So, a Neo going on to say I'm in fucking tears. I just get a BGN commission. The user gave me a fake reference link and stole thousands of dollars from me. That was all of the money and then some. Literally all my money in my bank account. I'm trying to contact my bank, but I want to no longer be on this plane of existence. I'll be deleting my BGN account and never using the service again. I literally have no money now. I'm sobbing in an empty classroom. So please, if you're able to help me a little bit at the moment, here's my Ko-Fi. So there's your Ko-Fi chat, but what ended up happening is very well explained over here. So let's go take a look. Of course, Nori's saying what happened in you is horrible. There's a new phishing scam specifically for VGen. I got these from the VGen Reddit. A user will put a link in the reference section, which leads to this, and it's basically asking you for user verification. Do not give away your bank details. So again, they ask this, they say, hey, a verification, and you verify it with this. And again, it's a phishing link, chat. And of course, it hits you with all of this stuff right here. So, absolutely horrible. Look, I'm just gonna say if anybody asks for like personal information, I would question it. I'm gonna be honest. Or anything with like your banking information, I would double check it, chat. It's just, I don't want anybody to get taken advantage of. And I already am like super protective of my own stuff like that. So be careful, guys. Very, very wild. Very, very wild stuff. Literally a nightmare, right? So guys, if you want to go also support Neo, they do have a VGen. I won't delete my VGen account until there's a definitive resolution. And after this, I'm gone. So Junk says, it's really easy to report fraud. So, give it a shot. So I do hope that things are okay. I do hope that they win their fight, but Jesus Christ, guys, that's horrible. Yeah, all against this games will always ask for, like, personal information. So just be careful on what links you're clicking, where they lead from, all that kind of stuff, chat. In other news as well, guys, I do get a ticket here with Hylo. That is right, Hylo VT. Why are we checking it with Hylo? This is Hylo, guys. Hylo, of course, you can see them right here if you don't know Hylo. They, of course, yeah, you probably know Hylo. We talked about Hylo for a while. Well, unfortunately, guys, bad news here for Hylo, guys. Hylo going on to say, hey, guys, as you know, I've been very MIA recently. I'm going through some very difficult IRL situation. Yo, what's up, Mirage? How are you? Right now that I need to process and recover from, I can't give you my best right now, and I have, after a lot of difficult decisions that I need to make. Because of this, I'll be going on a month hiatus for now. That could end early, could last longer. I may stream if I can bring myself to do it, but expect no schedules from me at the very least. So it does look like Kylo's going to be taking a hiatus for at least a month, guys. I wish them all the best and give them some support, but very, very, very sudden, right, guys? So that's always horrible to see. Of course, checking in here, guys, with Daisy Dandelion from Chroma Shift. Daisy has a lot to share with us about their hiatus. So, elara, give it to us. What's up?
I am truly so sorry for my extended hiatus, and I am eternally thankful for your support and patience throughout. I hope you've all found sunshine and happiness in your everyday lives while I've been away, and I am sincerely sorry for any hurt, confusion, or worry. I hope that you can trust when I say my stepping away these last several months was and will never ever be any of your faults.
Never, ever,
I
ever,
genuinely
never,
care
never,
so
ever,
much
ever.
about you all and how my actions may
this is
negatively
serious,
affect you
right, chat?
and others.
It sounds like something very horrible, especially they're having to step away from several months. So they also, of course, you can see here, they've had like 2 surgeries. Never, ever, ever, ever,
I am
ever,
healing
never,
from
ever,
2
ever, ever.
surgeries and several blood transfusions that lead to a
Yeah,
lot of
that's very
introspection
serious
about
stuff,
life.
right?
And there are many thoughts and choices that I wish to be able to express since the last time we spoke. I always want to stay as honest as I can in every aspect of life, as it's important for me that every bond is built on authenticity and letting others into the realest version of myself as possible. As much as a virtual girl can. That being said, I had an extremely hard time showing up because of this stubborn trait of mine. I was afraid to be inauthentic about where my mind was at, and I sincerely apologize. I have come to learn that my life philosophies and what brings me happiness may not always align with the journey ahead, and that's okay. Happy face. There's so much I've been holding in my heart, but I wanted to
Happy
finally let
face.
you all know that I will have an important announcement where I'll be able to share more on Saturday, April 4th that will provide more clarity on things. In the meantime, I sincerely thank you for supporting me and potentially having it in your heart to forgive me. I hope you continue to
she's
take
been
care
going
of
through a really
yourself
hard
and
time,
cherish
Chad. You
each
can
and
see here
every
with all
happy
these,
moment life brings you.
medical issues, right? I mean, this is rough stuff. Now, I wanted to read this first because I don't want anybody to freak out or anything like that, but DZ does have a special announcement coming up here in just 6 days. So I imagine this is probably something about her returning. It does sound like this is all good news. She's working on stuff. I don't think she's going to be graduating. At least my guess, right? Looking at what was said in this announcement. So we can be hopeful, guys. And send her some support here in the future. It's going to be okay. Oh my god, did my headphones go out? What the fuck? Yeah, oh wait, did I cut out in your end too? Okay, alright. Then it wasn't just me. I'm like, fuck. Yeah, I think my, okay, yeah, I thought that was just on my side. I think that, oh shit.
Loud
Yeah.
noises!
Oh shit. I hope my Behringer's not dying. Yeah, hold on a second. Let me reset my Behringer really quick. All right, turkey sandwich. There we go. Now, that is what we call an encoding error, chat. So that is actually, that's an encoding error. That has nothing to do with, it has nothing to do with, with cables or anything like that. Yeah, if you ever hear that, chat, that is 100% an encoding error. So what that means is, the thing that I have, the little, Behringer, that sends my microphone to my computer, that means that it is, I don't know, it had an error. So, yeah, if you ever hear that, please let me know. Thank you so much. It just takes a quick little reset of the little box, basically. So, coolio. Sorry for the scuff. In other news, guys, of course, we were talking about Daisy here, but let's celebrate on some better news, some partners chat. And of course, guys, we're going to talk here about, Bubali. I'm going to say Bub. Bub, congratulations on your partnership. Since we did it, we made it into the partner program. It's hard to put my writing into my, or put in writing my emotions. I'll do my best to get back on the support you gave me. Congratulations. I love their model. It's super cute. Of course, and all other news guys here. Camilla Bombat also getting Twitch partner as well. I'm going to be honest, I thought she was Twitch partner this whole time. Congratulations to Camilla. Actually, huge W. And then finally, chat, one more partner I want to recognize here today is, of course, Roll Cake. Says, check, please. I'm excited to announce my application was accepted for the Twitch Partner Program. I'm so hyped for what's to come and so grateful for the 4 years we spent together thus far. So, congratulations to her on that Twitch partnership. Amazing. So, again, chat, not easy goal to hit. So, definitely give them some love for that. Of course, also got some debuts you might have missed. Let's take a look at those. And boy, oh boy, do I have a lot to talk about. Of course, guys, we have all of the Hololive heroes debuting their brand new outfits here, as you can see, looking absolutely amazing. I love that we have fucking Kobo is like Ice Princess Elsa. Like, I love that so much. Of course, we have Detective and Bestia. Bestia actually, going on to show off her new model here. So I love the staff as well. That's super cool. Ghouls, what's up? Thank you for following. What's up? I guess it's more like a chain, actually. Yeah, like a kunai. That's cool. Very nice. Of course, also, guys, we're going to take a look here. With Kono, with Kobo. Kobo also went on to go out their new outfit as well. I love that big-ass sword. That's so cool. Yeah, I love that a lot. Of course, speaking of Hololive heroes, Of course, Vestia went on to actually release a brand new original song, guys. Why do I have ads? Excuse you, YouTube. Excuse you, YouTube. Why do I have ads? I must have been in my news account. But here's Vestia's brand new song, chat. Take a quick listen. Yeah, it's because of like a news account and like my Reacts account. So sometimes I forget to log out of my news one. Yeah, what an interesting original song by Vestia. So there is Vestia's new song, chat. Go check it out. Very cool. Of course, also, guys, we're gonna go take a look here with Aru on Desu. And Aru on Desu went ahead and debuted their brand new male Maid outfit. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of love this. I think it's just so fucking good, funny. So there it is, guys. You're not a real male VTuber unless you're wearing a Maid outfit, chat. Let's be real. Yeah, what are you doing with your lives? This is awesome. So, of course, checking in here with Viespo. Viespo actually debuting a brand new talent, or at least their debut, which is Juno. Let's go take a look here at Juno's trailer here for their debut. I think this is really cute. Debut trailer. Like a little cute little RPG. Guys, Sir Viespo kind of cooking. You guys know they're mostly like FPS streamers, so yeah, I really do like this agency. I think they're really cool. So of course she does go on to tweet out for her debut. Saying, hello everybody, I'm Juno. I'm so excited to finally come out. Am I riding in my cape and meet you all? I've been watching everybody in the dark as I prepared for my debut. So I'm very, very excited to see them debut. Congratulations. Super cute model. Of course, also, guys, we're going to check in here with Mochi from Glitch Stars. And here is their brand new model as well. What do you guys think of this one? You're watching debuts all day yesterday? Nice. That's why I try to give you all these dates so that we have, like, a lot to go back and, like, look at. So, I love her hair. Yeah, I love her hair so much. So, very cool. Yeah, like a race meet. That's very awesome. So certainly go check it out, guys. That is Mochi from Glitch Stars. Of course, also, guys, we have another Miss debut to talk about. And that is going to be this cutie here. And then, if it'll pull up. This is Chrysalia. I hope I said it. Chrysalia. Anyway, they just debuted their brand new PG outfit. Super duper cute. Congratulations to them as well. I'm sorry if I ever butcher your name, by the way. Of course, also Michi Mochibi just debuted a brand new male model. Of course, we have the, the rigger here says, I handled the male live 2D modeling for Michi Mochibi. Oh, God, he's hot, chat. He's hot, chat. Oh, God. I love, like, gender swap models. That broke my mind. I love this. Oh, no, he's hot. Yeah, we need like a gender model swap for me. That'd be so funny. Michi's male model husband. Yes, it does, like straight up fuckboy energy, and I love it. So there's Michi's brand new male model outfit, guys. Of course, also we gotta take a moment to talk about Fifi. That is right. Fifi actually, of course, biting bark 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 woof woof woof. I will. For Fifi's brand new model here. Of course, this is her red bunny outfit. Looks incredible as always. We love Fifi. She's going on here to say thank you everybody for coming to my debut stream and giving me such a wonderful birthday. I love you all so much. Crazy to think only a few years ago, I spent most of my birthdays alone, crying myself to sleep, and I get to spend it with so many wonderful friends. So again, wishing Fifi all the love in the world, and very happy for her birthday model debut. You know what I like about Spite, her restraint? Like, do you mean like her actual, like how she doesn't really get involved in anything? Of course, also, guys, we're going to take a look here at Place at Midnight, who just debuted their 3.0 model. Looking incredible. Love this so much. I think it had like some alternate like colors to it as well. Looks really great. So congratulations to them. And then finally, one other debut you might have missed, chap. Cause holy shit, there was a lot. Of course, is this cutie here. That is Zinsel. Zinsel just debuted their brand new model as well. So congratulations to all these people. In case you missed it, chat, make sure you go watch the VOD. Go give them some love and support them. So, yeah, so true, Captain. So true. But things are better. Things are better for her in a big way now. So, yeah, guys, I do want to go check in here with a few events before we talk about debuts. But first up is Densitsu.exe. The first 3D live. Well, chat, I hope you're going to get your tickets. And they're gone. That's right. All tickets for 1,100 seats sold out in 2 minutes, chat. This is the one that, of course, has Demon Dice there. This is the one that has, like, Maid Mid's group. So many big names. Iron Mouse as well. So I'm really, really not surprised this sold out immediately like that. It was just like, boom, it's over. I mean, I want to go to big events, like, this is cool, but when they sell out like that, yeah, good fucking luck. So, anyway, congratulations to them. Looks like that's going to be a killer concert. Of course, also, Mint goes on to say, what's this, a concert? I'm working with the Oshibar to perform at WeebCon's Easter Fest. You can hear me sing on Friday, April 3rd. So that is right, guys. A Mint is going to be part of the new Oshibar Easter Fest coming up. I'm very, very excited live at WeebCon. So, you're going to WeebCon, chat. Maid Mint will be there, and that's very exciting. Of course, also, one event that I want to mention to you before we move on to debuts is the 39 Miku Project Birthday Bash. That is right. Of course, we have the big Miku Project Birthday Bash. This is the 19th birthday celebration. However, of course, chat, there are a bunch of amazing VTubers who are part of this. So certainly go check it out and support it if you're in that area. Looks really, really cool. So, very exciting, guys. WeebCon, the new TwitchCon. Yeah, basically, you're not even lying. Like, honestly, you're not even lying. So, guys, pull out those calendars, pull out those notebooks. I want to see them because we're going to be talking about what's going on here with some debuts. First up, chat, tomorrow we have the big cutie here, Mina, who is doing the debut of a brand new outfit for their anniversary. So, again, make sure you go check that out. That's going to look amazing. I mean, look, TwitchCon's dead, so gotta be something else. Of course, also Bond Live announcing the last Gen 4 wave will be the first gen of Ben coming up in April. So I give you a harder date on that as soon as I know it myself. But just a little bit of a teaser here. Of course, also, guys, we gotta check in here with Cappy Tree. He says, "Is this thing working? Debut soon, April 7th." I like these toggles. Take a look. That's cool. I always like the ones that like lean on this screen. I think that's cool, but they are the Capybara Barista VTuber, chat. So definitely go check them out. And actually, the artist is Pan, so very cool. Of course, also, guys, Julia is actually doing their VTuber debut for Ready for a New Cosmic Entity, April 9th. Let's go take a look for this trailer. But here's such a good artist. It like blows my mind. Your last model's thighs were absolutely nuts. Like, I think their thighs were bigger than my head. It was crazy. Oh god, the thighs got even bigger. Fuck. How will I survive, chat? I mean, they do look massive for me. I love it. Yeah, certainly go check her out. She's amazing, guys. Amazing creator, too, so go give her some love. Of course, also, chat, we gotta talk about Vanny. His new cow, new me, my 2.0 debut is quickly approaching on April 4th at 4 p.m. CEST. Let's take a look, guys. Actual cow becomes VTuber. Cute. Oh my god, the Kingdom Hearts sound. The Kingdom Hearts sound. I'm like, and the Kingdom Hearts music in the background. Holy booba. All right, well, you know where to go, chat. You've been convinced. That was really easy. Kingdom Hearts songs. Booba, what else you want? Yeah, everything's just locking into place, chat. My god. So go check it out. Coming up here for Vanny. Very exciting. Of course, also, guys, we're going to go check in with Ura. Ura actually going to be doing, it says in April, showers come to bring you Maid flowers. So this is actually coming up on Wednesday, April Fools. Let's go take a look at their trailer. Very cute. Very cute. What's up, Nexus? How are you? I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like the April Fool's debut. That's nice. That's super cool. So certainly go check that out, guys. Very soon. Yeah, I'm kind of digging that actually. Of course, also, guys, we have the Zombiella, who is doing their debut coming up April Fool's as well. This corpse girl is rising from her grave April 1st. Let's take a look. Bro, I love this. I love everything says Corpse Girl and Tim Burton's #1 fan. I can tell. Yeah, I can definitely tell. Love that. So certainly go check out Zombiella coming up very soon, chat. You know, I have an idea, chat. Do you want to hear my idea for when I rebrand one day? Yeah, I have like a whole rebrand already decided, guys. When I'm, you know, eventually like I just can't go on anymore and I need to rebrand. Okay, so here's my rebrand, chat. I'm gonna be like a teddy bear, right? But I'm not gonna be like humanoid. I'm gonna be a teddy bear, but I'm gonna be like a spooky goth teddy bear, right? Kind of like what's his face from Danganronpa? Like I'm gonna be like a creepy, spooky goth teddy bear. You follow me, chat? Yeah, kind of like Monokuma. Okay, so I mean like creepy, spooky, goth teddy bear, right? And my name is gonna be Night Bear, right? Because I'll be your nightmare night bear, and then that way before Christmas I can be the night bear before Christmas. I thought this out, chat. I thought this out big time. That's smart, right? That's smart, right? The night bear before Christmas. That's so cute. No, I'll be super flat chested. Yeah, I'll be super flat chested. No boob at all. Absolutely no boob. Yeah, that's gonna be my rebrand, chat. There you go. Gotta put it up there. Of course, I think this person is actually debuting their new model right now. No, I'm sorry, it's tomorrow. No, wait, it's today. JK, it is actually right now. This is Darling Mori. Says the silence of the grave is more comforting than the noise of the living. I believe they're debuting right now or very soon. So take a look, guys. Yeah, I'm just gonna remove the booba, guys. Just... Unequipped the booba, exactly. You know, I really wish you could just like pop them on and off, you know, that'd be nice. Like, when I want a little, like, you know, va-va-voom, and I want to, like, you know, show some, like, deep cleavage in a nice dress, yes, absolutely. But when I want to take them off, I want to be able to take them off. Like, anyway, of course, this is Karana, who has been on a journey to Japan. If you haven't been watching her stuff, she's been having so much fun. Well, she's going to be doing a debut coming up April 20th, chat, so write that down. And that is all the debuts I got for you today. Absolutely wild, guys. So much going on in the world of VTubing. But what we gotta talk about today, chat, is what's going on in the world of the VTuber Blacklist. My God, chat. Let's go skip down here. And I want to talk about what we recently had a whole conversation about the other day. So if you guys remember, we ended up talking about Taiga, and this was a person that came up from Blacklist, Vtuber Blacklist. Here's her handle. Warning, we ask everybody to be aware of Taiga, crimes registered sex offender. Well, guys, if you scroll down farther in this post, there's a picture of them, and they are actually a registered sex offender, chat. There was a whole debacle with this. They got kicked out of a server. There was a server, like, found us out and removed them. They tried to cause a little bit of a stink about it. Taiga did. So going on to this, Taiga actually went on to open up a Twitter space. And in this Twitter space, they went on to blame the minor. That he was set up. He also unalive baited, blamed his undiagnosed BPD and autism, doxed where him and his parents live, and made a bunch of excuses and said what he did to the minor. Well, guys, this is absolutely true. I've listened to this call, and in fact, we're going to listen to the call because even though it is deleted, I was able to go and pull it and actually edit and censor the doxing parts of it, right? So, of course, they absolutely go to admit it as well. We covered all this Friday, so if you want like a big, like detailed catch up, that would be on Friday, right? So, yeah, Mujin covered it as well yesterday. So I covered this Friday, chat. Again, if you want like the full details, that's Friday. Otherwise, I'll give you the kind of TLDR. But Taiga goes on to see legally, I'm a registered offender, so they do, admit it, right? An actual pedophile. No, but angry people don't want to hear my story, and that's okay. I get it. Generally, I do get it. And they seem to flip their story a lot. Kind of in what we were talking about. They flipped their story from what they said to the people in the Discord. They're like, oh, well, it's just rumors. It's not real. Well, no, it's actually real. They're like, oh, well, people don't want to listen to me. Really trying to play the victim here and change up their story a lot. Of course, Bella goes on to say, hey, guys, very serious post here. I need to tell you that none of this is okay. Posting on your not safe for work account, borderline horny posting about wanting to unalive me does not fly. This is unacceptable. And more than weird, also messaging my BF who does not like you boundary. So of course they go on to make some kind of horny posts here. I need to get this out of my system. I need to do something cute to ruin. I'm so mad. I think your fragile fucking ass is haunting me. I tear your wings from your back, squash you under my shoe. What a busy bee you have been. So obviously referencing this person. Yeah, I think it's okay to me to do that. I think I was civil. Yeah, I think that's very big of me to do, and I'm proud of myself. For context, I messaged a partner to person that was the pillar of what I'm currently going through. No, I still just kind of wish things were different. Apologize for the falling out I had with their partner and asked to be left alone. I think that's reasonable, as well as I deleted a big post because I'm aware it's a bad habit I used to have. I shouldn't be doing that anymore. So just all around weird behavior here, right, chat? Like I said, I do have the edited call here that I put together myself. And we're going to go take a look here at the space that they opened up on Twitter. And we're going to listen to it, chat. And a lot of it, again, is just like, they're kind of like, I don't know how to like put this in the nicest terms, but they try to dodge a lot of accountability. They try to gaslight a lot of things. They're basically just like, oh, I was told that I had to do it, so I didn't have a choice. And it's like, you always have a choice, right? So they just keep like making up weird excuses, changing their story. But we are going to listen to this at double speed, chat, because, it's going to take a while. So here we go, guys. Here we go.
Jesus, that's a lot of people. Well, I'll give it one more minute, I guess. Oh, I probably better sit up for this so I sound better.
I'm wondering if there's a way I could increase the volume. Yeah, holy shit, it is quiet. Like, my god. Yeah, it's always quiet with this dude. Hold on, every time, like, it's crazy. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can, do this really quick. Hold on.
Jesus, that's a lot of people. Well, I'll give it.
Is that better,
I'll
chat?
give it one more minute, I guess.
Yeah, is that better for y'all?
Oh, I probably better sit up for this so I sound better.
All right, awesome, awesome.
Oh. Once there's enough people. Okay, there's no need for slurs. But go on.
Boom, fix. Let's go.
Just letting people
What I want to
get
say
in.
really
Just
quick,
letting people
chat,
get in right now.
about this is the reason I'm not showing the parts of the video. There was kind of like they were showing his face a lot, and there was a bunch of like some of like scrolling through private stuff, so I didn't want to show that. So anyway, let's continue.
Because I 100% genuinely have nothing to hide.
I'm gonna be honest, you have nothing to hide because it's already been publicly exposed everywhere. Like, you know what I mean, Chad? Like, of course you have nothing to hide because you've been outed. Like, what does it even mean? Like,
Oh, and it's raining. How lovely. All right, we'll start it. Hello, everybody. My name is Taiga. I'm asking for years. It's 2019. It's about a week after my 20th birthday. My friends tell me that they go out drinking for the first time, and that's when it hits me. Like, I'm in college. I'm getting a degree. It's weird. It's genuinely weird to have this big of an age gap with a friend. And so I talked to my mom and dad about it because we had been friends since I was a kid. And they also agreed that it would be a good idea to not be friends with this person. So I contact this person. I contact Max, and I tell Max, "Hey, dude, I appreciate that we've been friends for 3 years, but I'm gonna be 21 next year, and this age gap makes me really uncomfortable.
I'm playing it at double speed right now, so just kind of keep that in mind. I'm playing at double speed right now.
Max tried to say everything in the world. Max tried to say they'd even kill themselves if I stopped being friends with him. But I didn't listen because this was for my safety and for my comfort. And so eventually Max sucked it up and was like, okay, fine. We won't be friends anymore. So fast forward 3 months. I'd be chilling, doing whatever I was doing when I was 20. I don't know, probably playing fucking, what was it? Apex Legends, yeah. Probably playing Apex Legends. My parents call me down. I remember this day, it's like it's fucking yesterday. My parents call me down. It's like 1 in the afternoon.
Can we just talk for a second, chat? Why would you go into a Twitter space and talk about all of this stuff publicly? Like, I'm sorry, but if you have already been, like, charged with being a predator, right? Why do you think that going on Twitter into a Twitter space and trying to explain this to 200 plus people is gonna help you at all? Like, this is just, no, just walk away, just go away. Like, why would you even bother to explain? Because it doesn't matter. You're done. You're toast. Like, at that point, like, just move on. Like, what are you trying to explain? And why are you trying to explain it anyway? It's just like, I'm flabbergasted by this.
It's Wednesday. It's a Wednesday in April. And at the door is a detective. And so I talk to the detective, and he goes, "Hey, is this person here?" And I go, "Yeah, that's me. What's up?" He goes,
By the way, chat, if there are some parts where it goes silent, that is because I've had to edit out certain stuff because it either was like doxing or the person recording it like tapped out or something like that.
Potential sexual misconduct with a minor. Now, I don't know where the fuck this has come from. My parents don't know where the fuck this has come from. And so I look at the detective and I go, "I'm suicidal. I'm gonna kill myself." So I get institutionalized for 2 weeks. This gives.
So the detective shows up and says, "Oh, we're looking into this. It looks like you have inappropriately been acting with a minor." He threatens to no longer want to be on this plane of existence and gets institutionalized for that. So, yeah, kind of a very heavy immediate response already, chat. But he gets institutionalized for 2 weeks. To obviously so he does not self-harm, right?
Time to get a lawyer, and to start the process, I'm figuring out what the fuck happened because my parents knew Max's parents. My parents knew Max, because we had been seeing Max at conventions for pushing 4 years now. So I get out of being institutionalized. It gave me time to actually cope with the fact that I don't want to kill myself. I'm just panicking. But I was 20. Maybe I actually did. Who knows? So I go and I meet up with this detective.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and judge your response because I mean, it's a very heavy accusation, but also, like, I don't know. I mean, there is something to that, right? I'm just not going to judge it.
He tells me, he goes, all right, Max's parents reached out to me and said that you consensually fingered Max. And I look this detective dead in the eye and I go, what? And the detective goes, Max had some friends come in and testify. And I say, can I hear these? Can I hear what they had to say? And so the detective puts these tapes on and I recognize these voices like in the back of my hand. These are people that I got on the bad sides of because I was a shitty kid. And I will fully admit that. Dude, I had a crazy fucking ego when I was a cosplayer. I started cosplaying when I was 12 and I did not know how to handle attention at all, and it was really, really bad. As long as I had undiagnosed autism, so I don't even blame the people that testified for not liking me because I wouldn't wish anyone to go back and listen to the person or talk to the person that was like I was an egotistical bastard. Yeah, no, fuck that guy. Also I would like her back then, so fuck that girl. So I listen to these.
That's quite a. I mean, like, I don't know. To me, that is quite over the top response, but everybody deals with problems differently, right? So, but I agree. You can't just blame autism for your bad actions, right? So, like I said, sorry, there's some silence in some certain parts.
I even go get a fucking lie detector test. Everything came back truthful. The DNA test came back null. My parents.
So they go on to say here that the lie detector test came back false. And the DNA stuff came back false. I have yet to see anywhere where there's any proof of that. And on top of that, guys, if you don't know, 9 times out of 10, lie detector tests are not admissible in court anyways. So it's like, it doesn't really matter what it says, right?
Start spending $10,000 on a lawyer because I have no alibi. Max said this happened on a time that I was fucking at work. But these 3 kids.
So they go on to say, oh, well, I was at work. So if you were actually at work, then how the fuck did you actually get charged for this? A detective would be able to figure that out very, very easily by checking with your employer, checking with the times, etc., right? Like, there's a million ways to double check that. So, like, I'm sorry, I just call BS, you know? Like, there's too many things in this that I'm like, nah, this makes no sense. This makes absolutely no sense. Anyway, let's continue.
These 3 people that don't like me have all testified that I was here at this moment. This is in 2019. This case stays open until 2021. Through COVID, through the downfall of society, through everything. And
yeah, absolutely, Bolts. I mean, like, we talked about the initial stuff that came out on Friday, but I didn't get to go through this call because I wanted to edit it, because I didn't want, there was a lot of doxing information, like, literally, this Taiga goes on to give their literal fucking address in this call. Yes, chat. Let me say that again. They go on to give their literal fucking address in this call. It's like, what are you doing? Like, I'm just blown away. So I had to go and edit all that because I don't want to spread doxing information, right? Like, it's really easy to find this stuff if you want to find it, right?
Thank you, Alex.
I'm not going to contribute to that.
My mom eventually comes to me and she says, we don't have the money to keep paying this lawyer, to keep trying to figure out how to cover this, how to prove that this didn't happen. And my mom hugs me so tight. God, I remember this day like it's the back of my hand. My mom hugs me so tight. She goes, I'm sorry, sweetie, but you have to plead guilty. We can't afford to keep searching. These kids banded together because they didn't like you. And I'm sorry that this happened, but you have to plead guilty.
This feels more like you were guilty, and they were trying to get a lawyer to find a reason to get you out of it, and they could not. So that's why I'm like, I just find such a hard time believing this, right? Like, oh, well, we ran out of money, so you have to plead guilty. Well, if you're innocent, though, you're innocent. Remember, you're always innocent until proven guilty, right? So it feels like you're contradicting what all of the court systems stand upon, if that's the actual logic of stuff, which is just like, that's not the case. No, this is tech Taiga, not Taigaholic.
And I go, okay, mama. And so I plead guilty.
This seems so ass backwards to how courts actually work.
It's now June 19th, 2021, the day that I testify in court. I stand before the judge, and the judge reads over everything. And the judge says, on here it says, there's no concrete evidence this has happened. But there are some people that say that has happened. How do you explain that? And I go, I don't know, Your Honor. They have this to back it up, and I have no one.
Yeah, thank you so much, Nib, because that does remind me as well. Originally, they actually said, my lawyer could not think of a good reason, so we decided to plead guilty. They could not come up with a good defense. But now they said their mom said to plead guilty. So which one is it? You know, like, again, it's just these little details that constantly change. It's like, I just don't believe you.
And so the judge.
Yeah, I just don't believe you.
Wants you put away for 6 years in jail. And obviously, my mom's fucking crying. I'm shaking. My psychiatrist is there with me. It's, oh my god, everyone was there. It was so embarrassing. But the judge says, I can't see any concrete evidence that this happened. But I can't see any concrete evidence either that it didn't.
I can't see any concrete evidence that it happened, but I can't see any that it didn't happen. So we're gonna sentence you to jail for that? That makes no sense. Like, I mean, there is something important here which I didn't know. They actually served, allegedly by what they say, they served house arrest, but I'm so like, what? Like, you wouldn't be guilty. Yeah, like, they would let you go. So that makes no sense.
This is going to be the first case in 25 years of this type of case where there's no jail time. And I get sentenced to 1 year probation and a year and a half of house arrest.
So, remember when I said they went to jail, chat? We did find out here that they actually, well, I didn't say they went to jail. I said they were charged, but they were under house arrest, according to them.
I then, a week later,
Hey, you're always innocent until proven guilty.
Monitor, you know, I had to plug it in every night. That shit sucked. And it went smooth because I didn't do anything wrong. I remember my house arrest guy told me that I was the easiest case he ever dealt with. That I never argued and I always listened because I didn't have anything to argue with.
So because you were good to your house arrest officer, you're innocent. Why are you telling us this? This has nothing to do with you getting charged for, you know, assaulting a minor. I mean,
I didn't have anything to argue about.
What do you mean?
Like, that literally no one could prove was true. But
if no one could prove it was true, then how the fuck did you get convicted? That makes no sense. If no one could prove it was true, how the fuck were you convicted? Please, somebody explain this to me. My brain hurts. That makes no fucking sense at all. Absolutely wild. Absolutely wild.
Really, on paper, you can literally look up the website. Legally, what it says. Because legally it says it's true. But I also have nothing to hide. I wouldn't be putting the biggest spotlight on me in the world if I had something to hide.
That's such like a whataboutism. Oh, well, if I had something to hide, I wouldn't try to be a content creator. You're trying to be a content creator because it's actually extremely easy for you to mask your identity. That's like the easiest way to do it as a VTuber. So, no, actually, you doing that makes perfect sense. You know what I mean? Like,
I was set up for revenge by some shitty people who didn't like me.
So they go on to say, I was set up for revenge by shitty people. So they didn't actually do anything, chat. Remember, you know, all the stuff that we looked at before, you know, there's a actual listing, chat. You can go and look on the, you know, list of registered sex offenders. They're on there, right, chat? No, they didn't do anything. They were set up. It was all a setup for revenge.
I got the weakest sentence that anyone in a red state in one of the toughest counties for this have ever gotten. 2.5 years. When usually the minimum is 3. And I got deemed non-violent because there wasn't any violence. I got deemed non-violent. And so, this June will mark 5 years of me having to register on the sex offender list. Because, as I said, legally, it is true. And I cannot take that away. I cannot take away the legality of it. But my lawyer knows I was set up. My family knows I was set up. I spent all day telling some of the closest people to me this story.
I'm starting to crash out. I know, just like, the excuses are so poor. I'm like, this ain't it.
Because I had a gut feeling that something like this was going to happen. But I told myself that whatever happens, happens. You're all allowed to believe what you want. I'm not going to stand here and fight for you to believe me because I don't have anything to fight for. I served the time that I was given because no one knew the truth. But I do.
Again, such a dumb argument. Well, this is my truth. And you don't have to believe it, but it's the truth. It's my truth. You can believe whatever you want, but, oh, by the way, I'm sitting in here, Nicole, with 200 plus people on a Twitter space trying to convince you, like, the logic is not logicking, Chad. My brain
You guys
hurts.
don't have to believe it. Like, genuinely, like, you may boo, you may tell me to kill myself. You want my address?
Yeah, by the way, chat, so we can, you can see this in the boo, you can, obviously, I'm not gonna tell you to unalive or anything like that, but, you know, they said my address is, and then, of course, I had to blank this out because they literally just told everybody their address.
Want to send a bomb to my house? My parents live here, too. So, like, you can consider that. Like, I have nothing to hide.
I mean, like, I do think that their address is probably listed on the sex, offenders list, but what the fuck? Why would you say that? Like, your parents live there too.
Actually know me as a person. You'll know that I never did hide anything. A lot of you, this is your first time ever hearing about me. My mom's texting me because she's worried. I told her that I'm calling into work today. Because it, like, guys, genuinely, if I was someone that liked those people, I wouldn't have been allowed to work hotel front desk for 3 years.
And by the way, we don't even know if that's true, right? Like, we don't even know if they've actually had, like, a job.
Sports teams every fucking weekend. God, it pissed me off so much. I fucking hate kids. It's actually so ridiculous how much I dislike being around children. And this entire situation actually made me hate them more. Mental will be like, why do you hate kids? Hating kids is a bad sign. I hate kids because I was fucking hurt by kids, man. Fuck them kids. I hate kids. If I could keep every child away from me, I fucking would.
I mean, don't they have to be away from you anyway because you're a registered sex offender? Like, why are you on this call saying this stuff? Just disconnect from Twitter, delete your account, move on.
Like, genuinely. You guys are allowed to believe what you want to believe.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of places won't even hire you, and that's why I say that. Like,
I don't know what else
how do we know that's actually
even true? But I can tell you about the person that told the Pippin. Yeah, sure, let's go for that. So, you know, I'm gonna give them. She's a small VTuber. She was a friend I made through the cosplay community here in person. Here in Indiana. I met her at Gen Con. Now we were friends for like a little over a year. About 6 months in to us being friends, I sat her down at the mall. Sorry, I just dropped my phone, my bad. I sat her down at the mall and I told her the exact same story. It's unfair. And she knows firsthand how toxic Indiana cosplayers have been. I'm not the only person.
Why are you dragging in some random person to talk about the toxicity of cosplaying? What does that have to do with you? What does that have to do with you being a sex offender? Like, well, the cosplay community's toxic, so it's all their fault. Yeah, the random person's like,
in the Indiana cosplay community that has gotten this exact treatment. On my old phone that I still have, I have a recording of someone saying, let's do to this person what we did to me. And that was the day I lost hope for people. But I sat down with B, Nabila, _VT, and she was by my side. She was my friend. And, you know.
Yeah, like, okay, so here's the thing. They make all these, like, allegations, and they talk about this and that. Like, where's the proof? If you went through the actual court case of all this stuff, where's the proof of that? Like, where is your proof of that? That I would love to see that. Give me that, and we're gonna be set. But otherwise, you're just yapping at this point.
Chance you don't believe me, a 50% chance you do. It's a gamble every time I tell someone. And I really appreciated it because it's really heavy baggage. And you know, it's not just something I can tell someone because then I have to go into the whole story and it's just, it's so much. But we went to Pokemon Worlds together in the fall. And we had a big misunderstanding and I'm diagnosed.
You being undiagnosed has nothing to do with anything. You're still responsible for all of your actions, right? You cannot be like, oh, well, I'm undiagnosed and we had a misunderstanding. Like, no, you still did what X, Y, Z, whatever. And you have to take responsibility and you have to resolve that however you need to resolve that. But sitting there and using this as an excuse, that's not right.
To talk to me, I would cry. And I feel bad for that happening. She did not deserve to be subjected to that. I've gone to therapy since then. Well, I've always...
So they say they didn't deserve to be subjected to that. I've gone to therapy since then. So it sounds like you did something really, really, really shitty, by the way. Just want to point that out, Tat. It sounds like they did something really bad to this other person, right? So I'm kind of like, you know, it was just adding to your list of victims at this point.
And I thought that would be the last of our interactions. I didn't know that she stopped being on my side when we stopped being friends. And so I found out yesterday. What time is it? Oh, it's fucking 2 a.m., dude. Oh, I work in 7 hours. Fuck. Okay. I found out.
So this is another part that's really weird as well. Is they say, "Oh, I work in 7 hours," but they also said that they called off work. So like, which one is it? You know, like they keep changing their story quite a lot, right? And this is why I'm very inclined not to believe anything that they have to say, right? I mean, I trust the court system to do its job, but already on top of that, like, you keep changing your story all this time. I just don't believe you.
A few days ago, that I was kicked out of the Marvel VT server, and I was just like, what happened? Every couple months, someone would find out this, and obviously, as I said, on paper, it looks very bad. Why? What happened? You know, I don't even blame people for not asking, because we as a human society believe the victim, and that's how the mentality goes, and that's fair and very valid. So I don't even get mad at people for like blocking me out of nowhere anymore. But my friend said he did some digging, and it was my ex-IRL friend who got me kicked out of the server, and I was like, wow.
No. The reason that you got kicked out of the server is because they found out that you are a registered sex offender. That is why you got kicked out of the server.
That sucks. That really does suck. And she posted, and I quote, she said she was terrified if I ever found out that she did this because she was afraid it would snowball into something bigger. Well, congrats, B, it did.
By the way, I don't know where this message has come from because I still haven't seen that. Just want to put that out there. I still have not seen that message.
If you somehow hear this, I really hope you're happy. And I really hope you gain a following from this. Because I have nothing to lose. Well, I guess I have friends to lose. But I told the friends that meant the most to me about this, and those people are still my friends. I'm gonna open comments. If you're new here or just popped in, I will start from the beginning of the story again if you want to. This is like the 16th time I've said it in the last 24 hours because I was preparing for the worst.
I mean, you committed the worst, so why would it be anything else?
Yeah, so you got with I did not get with a minor as a setup. I was accused. So
I was accused. No. You were not set up and accused. You were tried and found guilty. No. It's not just accused. You were tried. You were on a list. It's not rumors. It's not, oh, it might be this and that. You did this. You have been tried for it and accused by the court of law. Thank you, Dan. So it's like, there's no more excuses
the minor
anymore.
I'm calling Max. We had been friends since I was 17 and they were 13. And I had told them, this is Puppy Wuppy, by the way. I had told them that I didn't want to be friends with him anymore, and they got really, really upset, even threatened to kill themselves over it. And I told them this was for my own safety. And then I found out that said minor claimed that I had, the accused with them. And I never saw this person outside of conventions. My dad knew him. My dad would recognize him by his face. It was how much, and I never got hotels at these rooms. So like I literally only ever spent time with this person around my family or around other friends.
I mean, obviously not. If a detective shows up and you were tried and found guilty of this, they had enough evidence somewhere where you were tried and guilty. Like, oh, I only saw them at, XYZ. Well, that doesn't mean you still couldn't do something during that time. Like,
but this person knew some people that didn't like me and got them all together to agree on the same story that sounded just believable.
It's always the setup, Chad. It's always the setup.
And see, that's where.
Oh, Chad, it was all a conspiracy. It was revenge. They didn't like me, and so they called me the worst thing ever and tried me. And I went to court, and they made up evidence with DNA and all kinds of stuff. It's untrue, though, guys. Trust me. Big trust
really trips you up. Because this person did not,
Yeah, that as well did.
I'm sure
no mother is going to be like,
that
oh yeah, plead guilty because you're out of money.
Like change their minds and say, no, this person did rape to me all the time, right? But like, why didn't Max say this was a rape case? Because you have to jump through so many fucking hoops to prove whether a rape case is true or not. So they chose consensual. And in a red state, this happened.
By the way, chat, it's already been pretty clear that this happened in Indiana, which I feel like a state is broad enough that I'm not like giving away any information, right? But I will tell you this as well. several times when they talk, they go on to give out their address and their county as well. And so that's why I had to like censor so much, is because they just gave away so much like geographical location about themselves. I'm like, yeah, no. I mean, I know it's easily accessible, but I don't know. I just don't want to be the one that like perpetuates that.
I got deemed literally nonviolent and literally unprovable. My lawyer even told me he did the best he could. He couldn't even prove that they were right.
He couldn't even prove that they were right. So then how are you guilty if they couldn't prove anything about their accusations? That's not how court of law works. I'm so over this. This backwards logic.
Wait, he did his best. He did great. I forget his name. Oh God.
Yeah, it's very easy to go grab it.
I'll go into. So you're saying that it was a false allegation. If you have corroborating evidence that you had pled guilty and you only got 2.5 names, it'd go a long way to clearing your name.
Yeah, exactly, Sigma. Like, that was my thought as well. Like, I don't want to freely promote that kind of information. Especially with, like, their face. I mean, yeah, you can go and find it easily, but I don't know. I wanted to do my part and at least not, like, just sitting there and being like, let's say somebody goes and, like, does something, right? I would never want to feel responsible for any of that.
Meat of it being so vague and indecisive that neither side could be proven. Because I had no alibis and their stories seemed really, really familiar.
Mister, that's only because only certain numbers can be shared.
I have nothing to lose.
Just because you have nothing to lose doesn't mean that you're fucking innocent. Can we please get this through everybody's head?
You're willing to dox your little address to angry strangers where your parents live. No matter what anyone believes, you need to think about what you say before you say them, especially since you're thinking now on other people. My parents know that I was going to say this. I called my mom, who's in Vegas right now, and I talked to.
I doubt that very heavily. I doubt that your parents were like, oh, okay, honey, yes, please go on a Twitter space and reveal where we live. Yeah, absolutely. That sounds like a great idea. Chap, can I get an extra doubt, please? Like, are we on the same page on this one?
My dad yesterday, on the way home from work, that I had a feeling it was going to get worse and something bad was going to happen. And dude, I live here too. They can literally, you can literally click on the link. You can see my address. It's not doxing myself if they've already done it. No offense. If you have a recording.
Doesn't matter, dude. I don't know why you would share that information freely on a fucking call. That's so dumb, dude. Like, you're cooking yourself.
That's evidence. No, the detective had a recording of the people that didn't like me testifying a strangely almost one-to-one story. Sorry.
It may be because the story is, I don't know, true, because they all were able to testify the exact same story. I mean, maybe a bit of a fucking tinfoil hat theory here, chat, but like, I'm just like, what are you talking about, dude?
I'm really tired right now. Oh, this is not the 1900s. Yeah, it's not the 1900s, but it was 2019, dude. You can literally look up how that was like a go-to thing for people.
Yep, exactly, Walk. Like, you're just making it so much more accessible.
There's no solid evidence to prove that it was true, no solid evidence to prove it wasn't. All I know is my truth.
That makes no fucking sense! Well, there was a proof that it was true, but there wasn't proof to prove that it wasn't true. Bro, you were innocent until proven guilty. What the fuck are you talking about? Well, I went to jail because, I couldn't prove that it wasn't true. You were innocent until proven guilty. I'm done, chat. My brain hurts too much. This is killing my fucking brain cell.
My truth alone. So I'm going to. Do you know how much shit victims get? No, I know how much shit victims get. I was sexually assaulted when I was 16. That's why victims deserve to be believed. And no, I was not sexually assaulted. I was sexually assaulted by my first boyfriend when I was 14 that I met at church. And I took it to the police and it never went anywhere.
So first they say I was assaulted at 16. Oh wait, no, I was assaulted at 14. Chat, I'm gonna tell you something very serious right now, and I need you to listen to me, because I feel like this is a huge hole that a lot of people are not going to acknowledge. When you get assaulted, chat, you do not forget that information. That kind of stuff, the day, the time, the smell, that is not something that you just magically forget. You never forget, Penny. Exactly, and that's why I'm even more inclined not to believe this person. You do not forget that information.
Thank you, Alex. And my mom eventually comes to me and she says, we don't have the money to keep paying this lawyer, to keep trying to figure out how to cover this, how to prove that this didn't happen. And my mom hugs me so tight. God, I remember this day like it's the back of my hand. My mom hugs me so tight. She goes, "I'm sorry, sweetie, but you have to plead guilty."
I think we had a time skip somewhere. Let me find where we were. My bad.
No offense. If you have a recording, that's evidence. No, the detective had
Okay,
a
here we
recording
go.
of the people that didn't like me testifying a strangely almost one-to-one story. Deserve to be believed. And no, I was not sexually assaulted. I was sexually assaulted by my first boyfriend when I was 14 that I met at church. And I took it to the police and it never went anywhere. Please just give us some proof. I don't have any proof. I can't change the legality that the judge, that like my mom told me to plead guilty and I pled guilty like my mama told me to.
The reason that they never found anything was because the reason that they gave up, right, is because they had such overwhelming evidence they could not prove that you were innocent. And that is why your mom said to plead guilty. You're misrepresenting what happened. I promise you, chat. I promise you, there was some evidence that they had to nail this person. And basically they were like, well, we spent all this money on a lawyer to try to get you out of it and it didn't work.
Being accused of sexual crime made you hate children more is a crazy fucking sentence. Yeah. If you were burned by someone, of course you're gonna dislike.
Yep, that as well, Nid. That as well.
And your name is there. Your information, yeah, expires next decade, but that shit will stay forever. Exactly. You're exactly right. I really encourage a book you're trying to. I'm not blaming B. I'm not blaming B. What does this have anything to do with your proof? Sorry, I'm reading through these.
Yeah, that's a great question, actually. So, like, you're gonna be like, oh, I'm innocent, and so you're trying to prove all these people. Then where's your proof, right? Like, give us the proof. Honestly, if you had proof, I would take a look at it. I genuinely would. I think that you're a liar, and I think you're a horrible, very morally corrupt person. I think that you do not deserve a space on the internet. But genuinely, if you had proof, I would look at it. Give me the proof.
There's always receipts and physical evidence. Screenshots, call-ups. The police has access to all these. How do you explain that? See, that's why the case was open for 2 years. The case was open for 2 years. We paid a lot of money for a lawyer, and my mom, like, the lawyer couldn't come up with anything. He scanned, like, I had an Instagram. He scanned through the entire thing. He scanned through Max's Instagram. He scanned through all the other people's Instagrams.
Why would scanning through an Instagram prove that you're not guilty? Like, it just, all of this doesn't make sense. Well, first you said you're at work, which is easily provable that you're at work, but they couldn't prove that. Like, this makes no fucking sense.
There was no way to prove that I was at this location at this time. But if people have the same story, they're gonna believe them. This is fucking Indiana, dude. This is fucking Indiana in 2019. I don't know what to tell you. Fucking red ass state.
Yeah, this is absolutely just extreme denial. And, like, whether it's a red or blue state, I do understand that, you know, judge sentencing does go harder in certain things based on this or that. But let's be real, guys. When it comes to being a sexual predator to assaulting a child, I don't think red or blue really matters at that point. Like, I think that every state is going to come down on you hard, as you deserve.
You do these quirky bits in such a serious conversation. Yes, because it's a serious conversation, but I'm still telling you this with me. I am the person. You should talk about what happened in prison. No, I didn't go to prison. I think I was in jail for 3 hours.
Yeah, so this was the only information I did want to clear up. They were on house arrest, according to them. I mean, who knows if that's fucking true at this point, but apparently they were on house arrest, chat.
Why are we being quirky? It's not quirky. What recording are you guys talking about? Sorry, I'm reading this. This feels so disturbingly light of a way to deal with this. Unfortunately, yeah, I know, I get it. I actually understand and am very aware that this feels really light. Because, as I said, I've told this story 15 so times today.
You said 16 earlier, so like I know I'm just busting their balls at this point about the 15 and 16, but like, I don't know, it's a little stuff and those little details that just constantly keep changing that I'm like, yeah, I don't believe you.
I've been having to tell the story to people since I was 21.
It's absolutely public info, Shadow Dragon. Yeah, you can easily go and find it. Go look on BT Blacklist.
I've been doxxed on Final Fantasy before. Like, this situation is a constant in my life.
It's always gonna be, by the way. You will never escape that, by the way.
And I'm sure you guys are getting like, if it's a constant, why are you still coming back to the internet? Because I know who I am. I know who I am. I know what I did, and I did nothing.
I'm sorry. I venomously disagree with that statement. Oh, well, I know what I did, so I'm innocent. And I said so that's it. Nope. Absolutely not. Nope. Look at all of this stuff. You are in extreme denial at this point. I'm sorry. You do not deserve a space on the internet.
I hurt his feelings when I said I don't want to be friends anymore. And, you know, kid got mad. Kid said, you know what would be a good idea? If I can convince some people that don't like him and make people say he's a pedophile. And you know what? He did it. He did it. He genuinely did it. I genuinely thought my life was fucking over. Like, I remember feeling like that. It felt like my life was over. But it's not. Well, it wasn't. Like, I've told all my friends today, I'm genuinely, I'm not suicidal, but I'm so tired that, like, it would end if I killed myself. Just considering, not saying I will.
I gotta stand up for a second. Why would you cannot sit there and like unalive bait? That's unalive baiting, chat. That's literally just like, oh well, guess what? Yeah, you know, I'm just gonna do this. Oh, I'm not going to, but you know, it would be if I did this, it would be so much better. Like, oh my god, the list just piles on. You know what I mean? The list just piles on with this person.
But just considering.
What's up, Cordy? How are you, kitty?
Like, genuinely, if I 100% genuinely was a pedophile, I think I should kill myself. If I was, I wouldn't even go through the hassle of doing this if I had nothing to say. Sorry, I'm going through anything. I'm not. Yes.
Again, some strange argument of, oh, if I was this person, well, then I would do this, right? Like, these type of arguments hurt my brain because they just make no sense.
Dude, I haven't.
And by the way, you are
because in 7 years, dude. My mom's in Vegas. No proof. I have all the coins. The detective had the coins. What do you guys not understand?
So this is the part I don't understand. You come into a call trying to convince people, and then they ask you for stuff, and you say, oh, well, my mom has all the proof she's in Vegas, so I can't show it to you. Oh no, I'm sorry, my mom said I can't come sleepover, so I can't go to the sleepover. Like, what? if you came to the thing, to this call, and wanted to prove people something, then where's the proof? Back up your statements. I'm sorry, my mom's out of town.
Dude, where's your messages telling them you don't want to be friends? On a deleted Instagram account in 2019? Like, let's be so for real, guys. You have a death wish if you're publicly sharing your information of 230 plus angry people here. Dude, you can literally just look at the website.
I want to echo something Wog said a little bit earlier, guys. Just because your public information is freely out there doesn't mean that you should freely share that information. Like, yes, we understand that you are on a publicly listed website as a pedophile, right? But that doesn't mean you should be shouting it from the rooftops because your parents also live with you too. You're putting them in potential danger. Like, yes, people are going to be able to access that freely, but that doesn't mean that they are actively accessing it freely. This makes no sense.
Like, genuinely. And you still haven't addressed the people who are stood by you? Who are they? How long have they known? So, I have a group chat that I made today called Those I Trust, because I told each and every single one of them independently, and I think some of them are actually here. I'm scrolling, I'm looking. I saw Alex here earlier. Wow, there's a lot.
I gotta stretch chat. This is killing me.
I don't know what to say about that. Those people I definitely should not talk about because I want to protect them. I don't have a parole officer because I'm not required to be monitored.
Yeah, it was only those 2 years.
Dude, they didn't plot against Taiga. They plotted against a stupid little cosplayer who was egotistical back in 2019. I'm not baiting shit. Yes, the papers exist, but my mom has them. She's in Vegas right now. What am I supposed to do? Hey, Mom, there's 250 people that want to see my case documents from 2019, and they want to see them now. Sorry. Come home from Vegas.
I don't know. I'm stretching. I don't know why you would not immediately have that information on hand when you're trying to prove people wrong.
Huh?
Like this excuse makes no sense. Oh, so I came here to talk to you about something, but oh, by the way, guys, my mom's out of town, so I can't show you that proof. But yeah, totally believe me. Anyway, I really trust me, guys. I mean, my mom's not here, but trust me, she has the proof that will prove me innocent. That totally the court documents are listened to because they were out to get me. It was for revenge, chat. Yeah, they were out for revenge. So that's why this stuff that totally would have proved me innocent. Only my mom has, but she showed it to them. I promise, bro. Like, what kind of like 5th grade argument is this, dude? Like, bro.
Huh?
But as I said, I'm not fighting for you guys to believe me. You guys are allowed to believe whatever you want.
Then why are you on this call trying to convince people? You say you're not doing that, but that's literally what you're doing. I mean, why would they not have that, like, on a USB drive or something? Like, why is she the only one that can access it? Like, I would think if you went through something that bad, that you would have that stuff, like, on fucking hand all the time. Because I know I would.
I'm picking up 2:33 in the morning. Yeah. I'm trying to call you. Yeah, I see them. I don't know what you guys want from me. I don't know, track down the fucking detective yourself. I don't even remember who it was. Like, not trying to call me.
Yeah, literally, Captain. I would too. I'd be like, number one, if I get accused of something and I know I'm innocent of it, I would fight that shit tooth and nail. I would never admit that I was guilty to that shit. Ever in a million years. So it's like, especially something like this, right? So like, if you get accused of this and you're on a call trying to prove people wrong, then why don't you have that shit with you? I'm crashing out.
Other than I came on here and I spoke my truth, and that's it. If you guys want to believe whatever you want to believe, that is your choice, and I do not blame you for doing so. But I am way too fucking old, way too tired, and way too employed to defend myself online to a bunch of internet strangers.
I'm way too tired. I'm too much of an adult and employed to defend myself, even though I showed up in a Twitter space to defend myself. Oh, well, now I don't have enough time. Sorry. Yeah, you get 46 minutes and that's it. That's it, guys. So yeah, sorry. No, you didn't ask quick enough. Bye.
I told my truth so that I could get it all at once and so that everyone could hear it.
Which, by the way, the space was deleted, chat. So, we're listening. They're like, oh, for everyone to hear and to get it out there. Yo, what's up? How's it going, Salmar? Welcome in. So you didn't actually leave it out there for anybody to look at because you deleted it.
Yeah, don't know what else you want. What, you want like the speed dial of my lawyer? You're only way too old to fight for this. I've been doing it for years. One more time, I will kill myself.
Yep, absolutely, Penny, 100%.
Fucking Christ. Well, that's it.
I think the thing here is that they open up the space and they expected people not to ask them such difficult questions that unravels their story, right? And now that their story is unraveling, they're like, oh, well, no, now I'm too employed. Sorry, bye.
If you got here late, go ask someone that's been here the whole time. If you don't know what it's about, go fucking, I don't know, check the website. Show's over. Block me, protect your peace. Okay. My mom is threatening to call the cops if I don't pick up because she's worried I'm gonna kill myself. So I gotta go. If you want me to kill myself, make sure you tell me. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Bye-bye now. Goodbye.
What a horrible way to try to end that call as well, right? Be like, oh, well, yeah, so I'm gonna no longer be around anymore, so, make sure you tell me, like, that's horrible, Chad, that's horrible. So, uh, there is a call, yeah, literally, the suicide bait, right? There is a call. I can time in the call, by the way. So, when I read this, right, Chad, when it said, blame the minor, said he was set up, suicide baited, blame the undiagnosed BPD and autism, docs where he lived, and his parents lived, and made a bunch of excuses, and said what he did to the minor. Honestly, this is entirely true. Finico was 100% right on the mark with this, chat. So we did, however, get one more piece of information, chat. One more tiny little piece of info. And Taiga actually made one more response, and their account is deleted. It is absolutely gone. Luckily, we do have these screenshots here from Liger Zero. So let's take a look, guys. We're gonna read it together. Yeah, it's like, just be gone with you. I saw that in real time. I cannot imagine that, Big Daddy. What the fuck? That's wild. Let me take a sip of my monster, because I need some energy to get through this. Alright, here we go. First and foremost, I want to apologize for my behavior in the Twitter space. My place in the registry was shared publicly. My response was highly emotional. I was not in the right space of mind to be able to deal with things factually and calmly. You admit that you weren't sharing anything factual. Perfect. We're off to a good start. Situation has been an ongoing traumatic part of my life for a number of years. Was something I'd hoped to be able to move past. You're not going to be able to. And honestly, you don't deserve to move past it. When you are doing something like that, interacting with a minor and you're a registered sex offender, I'm sorry, I don't think you deserve to move past it. I would like to clarify these situations from my perspective. I can understand that not everybody can find a space to listen. I would like to say that after the experience which led to the addition to the registry, I have eliminated all contact through social media and have realized to individuals who are over the age of 18, which can be seen in the description of all platforms I have. This was done predominantly for my own safety, as I've never been a danger to others, particularly minors. Funny you say that, because I actually in court, you were actually registered on the sex offenders list. So saying that you're not a danger to anybody, particularly minors, is just factually wrong, like flat out wrong. Rumors have circulated about an inappropriate relationship between myself and a minor when I was 17, and they were 13. That is incorrect. I met this person the first time when we were this age because he had drawn fan art for me, and then we became friends. This individual was queer without a support system, an abusive home, and I would be told stories of graphic drug use, abuse by their parents, and self-harm suicide ideation, which I had called the local authorities on more than once in concern of them. As someone who has known what it's like to be a queer youth without a support system, I wanted to be there for them as it seemed they had nobody else. I'm not fighting to prove my innocence to a bunch of people on the internet. Post a book. A few years of friendship passed, with his situation only worsening. I learned later that he had lied outright about their gender identity, age, etc. to mutual friends I had introduced them to, in an attempt to help them widen their social web. At some point in this friendship, he started to view me as more than a friend, but he had not come to me with those feelings. Things came to a head when they threatened their own life if I would not comply with the physical intimacy they demanded from me. And here's where it all falls apart, chat. Regardless of whether somebody threatens their own life, whether to comply with physical intimacy, you have a choice. And your choice was the wrong choice. The entire situation was a shock to me, as I thought our friendship was stable and we were on good terms. I had no idea about their feelings, and it was not something that had ever been brought up before. Trapped with them, I'm physically cornered in a volatile and violent situation with what I felt was no choice. I agreed to what they wanted. So here we go. Again, chat, the story changed again. They said, oh, well, no, I didn't do anything. I was framed for revenge. Well, now you just admitted that you did something. I have never wanted to be in any kind of physical altercation, fighter around weapons. So the adrenaline became a barrier to not being able to think clearly. In that moment, it felt like there was nothing else I could do. You always have a choice, chat. This is somebody from a bad home situation who was an habitual liar, projection, who I thought was so supporting as a friend, but clearly thought of me differently and was willing to do anything to make sure they got what they wanted. from me, which I did not realize until it was too late. When I got home from this violating interaction, I immediately cut off contact with this person, deleting them from my phone, Discord, everything, and blocking them. Their response to this was to claim I'd pushed the intimacy, but why would I cut contact if this is something I'd wanted to do? To punish me for rejecting them, the situation was legally escalated by their parents. The case was nearly dropped due to Romeo and Juliet loss, but a matter of months made the gap ineligible. This was and continues to be a terrible situation. Look, here's the thing. You can waffle on about all this, but you were tried and found as a registered sexual offender. I'm sorry, the courts found you guilty. Bada bing, bada boom. You know, wipe your hands of it. It's all over, chat. That's it. Punish me for rejecting them, blah, blah, blah. This is and continues to be a terrible situation. I can understand how this would have gotten so attached to me as the one stable piece of their life, but the way things went were scary and inappropriate. You mean like you lying and changing the story multiple times? I should have contacted proper mental health authorities. I removed myself from this situation before things escalated. I was not being vigilant enough. As the older person, I should have been more on top of things and stopped anything before things went too far, but I allowed my inexperience and fear to rule my reactions. I accept the way the verdict went, and have honored what the courts have asked me, but urge people to consider that there are three sides to every story, and to let my testimony create some context to the trauma I went through here as well. Hope this individual has been able to receive the psychiatric help that they need, that they have been far removed from the care and lives of their abusive family, and that they never, ever, ever come near me again. Apologize for the story I spoke on the Twitter space. I was manic, scared, and needed to say something. No, you didn't. You're never forced to say anything, but this is my traumatic truth that I've been carrying for a very long time. Thank you if you gave me the time. Thank you for the fun times and all the streams, and thank you for making it this far. I'll be stepping away from streaming social media content creation and the internet for the foreseeable future. This is honestly the best outcome. I'm gonna be honest here. I can't believe a word they say, chat. With everything changing so often, I gotta be real with you, chat. I don't trust a word they have to say. Honestly, them stepping away is by far the best thing that could happen here. They need to stay far, far away from this space. They need to leave people alone. So Romeo and Juliet Love would not come into play. It's only applied to teens around 16 or 17, both at the time of both consenting, right? Which I think they said they were, 21? But yeah, I agree with you. So again, I think that this is just waffling. It's so much like they found you guilty. It's a done deal, you know? So, we don't have to talk about this guy getting down the line. I hope not either, but yeah, the story changed so many times. I don't believe a word you have to say about it. To be honest, I really don't. So there you go, guys. This is the story of Taiga. What's your thoughts, chat? What do you think about this one? Yeah, and that's what I'm kind of worried about, Sin. I think they're going to come back. I think they will. It's too easy to come back as a VTuber now. You just recreate yourself with a new, PNG and you're good to go. To be honest, I hope they stay off the internet, not do the whole rebrand or start as a different VTuber. I'm going to tell you this, Gordy. As much as we've seen Cha-Cha Chilla try to come back, I'm going to be honest, I don't believe it. I don't think that people will stay away. I think Cha-Cha Chilla is a very strong argument for that as to why people will always try to come back. So, and sadly, I do wish that they would stay away, but I don't think that's going to happen, chat. Absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. But you know what's worse than this, chat? Even more people that have been outed. So I want to go back in time here for a moment, because I want to talk about somebody I covered about a month and a half ago, and this is B Morning VT, right? Their crime was distribution of CSEM, which if you guys don't know what that is, guys, they were distributing children porn or anything that has to do with sexual material around that. It's absolutely disgusting, right? We talked about this. I covered this. Their information is very easily accessible as well. Somebody that you're going to want to be on the lookout for. So, we kind of saw this going around, right? Well, chat, we've had this person, and now we've had Taiga. And I want to say now that VTuber Blacklist has decided to really just come out with all of these reports, chat. I mean, like, we're gonna go through a few right now, and I'm gonna count this here really quick. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 more reports put out by Vtuber Blacklist about various people, chat. So anyway, we're gonna go through them. Let's take a look. Here we go, guys. So first up is Raven Vtube, registered sex offender, distribution of CP. Of course, I'm not going to show their face, but if you want to find it, it's very easy to find. Raven is pled guilty to distributing CP based on photos that were given to us, including someone who knows some are real, confirmed that Raven is a registered sex offender in the UK. I'm going to take this down here for a moment. And of course, I'm going to read out a few things to you as well. But they said when police examined their phone, they found a collection of indecent images, including images of young boys being orally raped, and found he had been swapping images with other people. Police found indecent images and videos on this person's phone, including some of the most serious kinds of sexual abuse and rape, along with extreme pornographic images and prohibited images of children. Absolutely horrible. I mean, you can actually. I'm looking here at the public UK registration of sex offenders. This person is right here. It's right here. Let me see if I can read that they pled guilty to sharing child abuse images. A teenager was part of a network of pedophiles sharing child abuse images using an online messaging app, a court has heard. Let's see. This person was prosecuted in March 2022, and police executed a warrant and seized his mobile phone. Obviously, this is where they found all the stuff. They went on to tell officers, what is this person's name again? Raven V2. Raven V2 went on to tell officers on the way to the police station that he'd been part of groups on the messaging app where solicitation for images was common, and he might have sent stuff on without viewing it. He also gave a prepared statement denying having a interest in children, claiming he would leave group chats when aware of their content. Further, forensics analysts revealed that 77 illegal images and clips, including 11 of category A, the most serious, which is SA and rape, as well as images of extreme pornography and prohibited images of children. Of course, they pled guilty to possession and distribution of indecent images, including category A, B, and C, possession of extreme pornography and prohibited images of children. No prior convictions. His legal representative argued that he was disgusted at himself and needed support for his rehabilitation. He was sentenced to 20 months imprisonment, suspended for 2 years, and ordered he register as a sex offender for 10 years and comply with a 5-year sexual harm prevention order. The judge noted that while distribution offenses typically attract immediate custody, in this case there was a realistic prospect of rehabilitation and appropriate punishment could be managed within the community. So, I mean, guys, this is straight up just, you got sentenced, you're done. Wow. And guys, this is only one. This is only one of them, by the way. Of course, a little follow-up to this. Apparently, I don't know if this is true, right, chat, but apparently coming here from Sylvani Scream says, this is the same dude that claimed they were paraplegic and using AI because they had to. What? I mean, again, not really like super related, but I did see this in passing, so gonna share it with you. Of course, we actually did get a response here from Raven, who says, just found out you got your info from a registered sex offender, Asmodeus Shadows, who was mad I turned him down so many times throughout him grooming me as a kid. Nice one. So, let me get this straight. We've already tied it to you. We already know it's you. But you're trying to be like, oh yes, we got this information from another sex offender, so it's not true, right? What? Huh? Yeah, literally saying like a no you type situation. So if you scroll down to the bottom of this chat, if you actually look at the bottom, there's quite a lot of proof as well. So, again, I'm not gonna sit here and like show you all that, cause maybe I can show you some of it. Let me see here. There is some stuff talking about how they have the exact same car, pictures of that as well. So, you know, this is pretty. You can tell it's on the nose. So, no, it's not me. I swear. Yeah, okay, bro. However, chat, the list continues because we have to talk about. Yeah, nobody's even confirmed that as well. Concerned. So I'm putting that up on the shelf. But of course, we have to also talk about Normal Nick VR. I'm actually concerned with the amount of people just on that page. My parents are by the internet former creeps. It's true, Mal. It's absolutely true. It's very sad because VTubing allows a lot of anonymity. Thank you for the hype train, y'all. It sucks. So here we have Normal Nick. Crimes grooming a minor. This is their account. Below is screenshots of Normal Nick. That carrying the victim was only 15 and proceed to send a nude to them. Guys, let me double check this is okay to look at. Okay, this is okay to look at. Here we go. Well, are we calling or not? Yes, I love you. I love you too. Love you more. Nick, how old are you? I just turned 18 down to 15. Nick. Like Nickelodeon, yes. How old am I? I don't recall. I'm 15. I told you multiple times,
trains.
Nick. I do like you a lot. Yeah, no, I don't think I want to continue with that. What happened today, not really the smartest choice that I made. Just from you when I pick up, you know what? But I just embarrassed. You want like full? Well, since I don't show full, you don't have to. I mean, if I show full with you, yeah, I guess. Are you comfortable with it? Just make sure. Well, your funeral. God, that is a minor. They know that they're 15 years old, and they're just doing whatever the fuck they want. Here's a clip with the voice so you can identify them. So I will play this for you.
I don't know. Like, you know, we have the muscle that you can squeeze that, you know, it makes your dick fucking bounce up and down.
Yeah, what about it?
Oh, no. Well, it's just, I'm just thinking about it.
So I just want you to be able to hear their voice, but of course, sending a nude to a minor, even knowing their age, is absolutely reprehensible and horrible, guys. So, no comment on the clip. I mean, what the fuck? On top of that, show, though, chat, we're not done. Let's talk about another one that got hit on the list. Playing Nova, crimes, pedophilia, doxing, threatening, unaliving if they do not get their way, etc. Let's take a look here. This is their account. Below is a detailed thread of Playing Nova and their former aliases. So, of course, they seem to go by Fluffy Cat VR. A VR chat PDF that was outed last year is back under a new account name. They've gone by many different names, but of course, here is like all of their other usernames as well, chat. Playing Nova wants to get a relationship with minors. I did not care about the age. All right, so here we go. Would have you, but I don't know if you feel the same. It's only because you're over the age of 18. What's your age? 14, you know this. I mean, we can just date secretly.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I don't know, I just gotta think about it. KK, Winky, PP. Okay, you okay? No, not really. Being alone sucks. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just sad. Name someone. I got someone. I got no one. I don't would have you, but I don't know. I don't feel the same. Here's a video on Playing Nova where they threatened to sue a minor. Oh, great.
Meet Fluffy Cat VR. Fake Cat VR. DJ Dark 273. DJ Chloe VR. Hasbeen 999. Etc.
Let me open this up, chat.
David Lancaster, etc. Or 21-year-old man Lancaster, a 21-year-old man from Georgia who likes to consist in your usual VR chat shenanigans, like talk and sending them pictures of his dick, etc. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, there's numerous threads on Twitter of this man and his terrible shenanigans. Like I've said, terrible things he's done. And I think there's one where he's 18 as well, but the victims are ranging from so we're going to be going over some of the messages he sent, some of the other info that has come out.
Bro, there's a whole ass video on this guy. You know it's going to be rough.
But yeah, this is bad. Now, David has been partaking in VR chat as names like Plague Nova and Sexy Nova and Fluffy Cat VR. I think that's his Twitch name. He has a Twitch account. He says he's a famous streamer. I haven't looked into his Twitch account really, but yeah, he likes to boast about his Twitch, so that's pretty cool. It's probably going to be gone by the end of all this. He's been exposed numerous times on Twitter. You look up Fluffy Cat VR on Twitter, there's a whole page dedicated to his, just screenshots of him.
I love it. This came out 1 year ago, and you're
here.
like, oh, they're definitely going to be gone, right? And they're still fucking
It's
around.
actually pretty funny. Not funny as in, you know, it's just this guy's disgusting, and he's been caught numerous times and still does it, obviously. But there's also a time where he did threaten to sue a minor for exposing him.
Yeah, so I found out that DJ is pressing charges against me for no reason. I haven't done anything. Pressing charges against the Blink-year-old, and one of my friends for exposing his degeneracy. Oh, wonderful! So we're gonna threaten people into silence. That's
Twitter,
great.
They exposed the messages
Yeah, I love
and it was him
that.
being a predator, and he threatened to sue the minor for it. Keep in mind, this guy's 21 years old. He's older than me, guys, and he's threatening to sue a minor for exposing the messages, the dirty
That's
messages that he
crazy.
had with an under. Let that sink in. So this guy is already pretty stupid to begin with. But yeah, I can't with this, bro. Okay, guys, so we are starting off with a banger with this first post. So we have, I'm going to be throwing it up on screen, obviously. And so Chloe VR in this case is, David. I guess
Oh,
they like
this
to go
is
by
the
she,
one
her,
with the
but
age. We already
in this
saw
sense,
this one.
we're going to just
I would say this is
say
probably one of the
that
most
it says it's only-
egregious, by the way.
You know this. She's
You're
like,
like,
you know this.
oh, well,
14
you're
years old,
14.
or he,
Oh,
she,
okay,
not
great.
sure.
Well, that's fine with me.
And
We'll
then
just
he
stay
said
in
2020
secret.
Taiga
Like,
with grown man.
that's
not
fucked up.
So this is, I don't know how many times this person changes their fucking username, but it's a lot. We look at the next messages here.
that's super fucked up.
DJ Dark. There's a couple of messages of DJ Dark, which is the same person. It's also David. He just goes by a bunch of different shit. So as you can see on this message here, he's saying remote slow, and then smacks your ass, ahem, chunky milk. What headset do you use? And then what do you? So I'm gonna say remote slow. I don't know why you just put smacks your ass. That's some random shit. It's not only my this guy make that this guy makes cringe. Okay, it's not only my that this guy is harassing. There is some snippets on Twitter. I don't know if I took any screenshots of it or any snippets or whatever, but there is an account that specifically outed him into being some weird motherfucker like 2 days after they met. And bro, I'll definitely find the account and put it on here because it's.
Hi, babes. I didn't want to do this, but this motherfucker wanted to see here. Hi and mighty, not like this shit doesn't fucking stink. So it has been Chloe DJ Dark, whatever the fuck you want to be called. This one is for you. All right. You seriously disgust me. Here's a long thread. Okay. Has been. We're just sitting like
Crazy what they're
not
talking
safe for
about. I'll
work
link their
art.
Twitter and a couple screenshots, or like I'll link the post or whatever with the replies.
It
Because, bro,
seems like all this went down in
it's some crazy stuff. This
2022.
guy
Yeah, it's been like 4 years, so this person probably feels like they're safe to do whatever the
needs to
fuck
be
they
locked
want.
up now. So there's also one here that I copped. Another piece of evidence right here. This is a Twitter post actually about him. So this is when his name was DJ Dark TTV on VR chat, and it says a quick little PSA for you this morning. Former user has been 999, now DJ Dark 22273 TTV on VR chat went and harassed people yet again in a club instance I was in last night. So this person, so this has been going on for a while. This is from 2023, bro.
Bro,
This
VR
has
chat
been going on for a long
harassing,
time, man.
like, you have nothing
have,
to better to do with your
I'm
life
going around saying
than harass
bullshit. Wouldn't it be
people in
forgotten?
fucking
Yawns, I can't sleep. My dad's
VR
snoring like
chat.
Snorlax too loud. Oof, takes her shirt and shorts off, getting comfy. I'm getting comfy. Okay, I'm at least gonna try to go back to bed. Look at that. So again, you're
Okay.
willing to talk dirty to people, not with people. This is hilarious. This is like just disgusting. And like, they're not even talking about this. I can't sleep. My dad's snoring like Snorlax. They're trying to like make a joke, right? And then the next comment is just takes off her shirt and shorts off. Like, bro, you are willing to talk dirty to them, not with them. You're disgusting, bro. Yeah. This is just fucking gross. So this, I think this is before as well.
Yeah, he's known
This is
for being a
wild, though.
creep.
This is where we get to the age
So he
stuff.
keeps trying to
So
change
this one
his
is, it's
stuff
okay,
over,
but hey,
right?
if you need me, I'm here, alright? And then, okay, I'll be a shoulder to cry on.
Yeah, I'm
This guy's
19,
like
you're 14.
19, as you're about to find out here in this moment, he's 19.
Again, let me highlight this for you. I'm 19. You're 14.
Should I cry a lot? Well, in that,
Nah,
also
bro,
is an age
no.
and maturity difference. I'm 19, you're 14. So this guy, again, is talking dirty to 14-year-olds. And I say this guy because, again, I'm going to throw the face up on screen. Absolutely insane. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely degenerative as fuck. David Lancaster.
Yeah, it's actually
And
Joe
the
over,
fact
bro.
that he's threatening to sue.
It's
for
actually
exposing him. Are
Joe
you, like,
over.
or something? Do you know how you're just outing yourself at that point, bro? Because they're gonna come with the proof of you being a fucking predator and all this shit. Also, I don't think I downloaded it, but he did send. Where is it? Hold on, guys. Sent the they're all like.
Oh
I
my god, he sent a pee-pee
don't know
pic.
if this person removed
To
their
that
text
same person? What
because
the
there's like
fuck?
just him or them talking. I don't really see their messages, so what makes me think is that they've removed their messages or they're in a call and he's texting this while they're calling and they're talking. He's not type shit. But I think that's the case. But
Well,
bro,
we already
it's
saw the
just
one
gross
that
for Absolutely.
Already saw the other picture,
Absolutely
right? But
disgusting.
yep.
And you are a criminal.
There's
David
another one.
Lancaster. You're a criminal. Believe it or not, accept it or not, because I've seen you. I've seen your shit. You don't like accepting it. You are a criminal, buddy. You are flirting, sending your wee, sending your shit to under.
I don't think we have to finish this video. There's only like 2 minutes left, but it pretty much gives us even more substantial proof on top of this that we probably didn't even need as well. So going out of their way to threaten people, going out of their way to send pictures to minors, talk to minors inappropriately, absolutely horrible. I gotta say, I don't know about necessarily like this, but we've certainly seen some of the other stuff. So that right there, guys, is Plagued Nova, somebody that you're going to want to watch out for. However, chat, of course, that's only 2 out of the 9 that we have to talk about today. Warning, beware of Heath Bar 2019, pedophilia, grooming 2 minors. Wonderful, great. Here is their accounts, chat. Let's take a look here. Heath Bar has groomed 2 minors. He knows he was exchanging nudes with the minors and acquiring CSEM, including being sexual in the DMs, warning the following is disturbing. Let's take a look. Can I ask you a favor? Would you mind deleting the not safe for work pics you sent? I don't want to ruin the risk of going to jail and being labeled on the sex offender list. Yes, I can. There you go. Thank you, hon. I think we should play it cool till you turn 18. Yeah, Rob, I understand. Thank you. But you should ask me out on my birthday. Hey, question mark. Do you want to go out on all things, no holding back? Pictures, chat, etc. Now that cat ties, I've got no one to answer to as far as Toms go. When I'm of age. Fair, how long is that? July 22nd? Damn, it's gonna be a long wait. Not really. This feels long. What do you mean? Then literally some kind of like, I don't know, pornographic picture, right? Me plus you plus tonight plus 5 minutes from now equal please. I wish me yes. I'm physically dying right now. Then you should be a good little and ask me if you can touch yourself. I wonder what you'd do if I gave you a remote to a vibrator that was with me all the time, every day, all day. Remember, chat, this is a minor. Good girl, he. You're here to serve. I'll serve you good. I'd love to be your coom toy. My coom dump, your coom. I think it's a pretty straightforward, guys. I don't think I need to read all that. There's also seems to be a zip folder with extra evidence. Let me download this really quick. Yeah, let me take a look at this. Got 79 images. Holy shit! All right, let me download this really quick. Absolutely horrible, chat. Absolutely horrible. Let me look in here real fast. Just looks like there is I'm gonna look through this really quick. It just looks like it's more messages with that one particular person. Um, and it's very kinky stuff. They're talking about like being blindfolded, DP, spitting and swallowing, heavy BDSM. I mean, guys, I don't need to read this. I don't need to read this. This is very kink heavy stuff that obviously is disgusting to do towards a minor as well. I mean, yeah, that's wrong. That's absolutely wrong. So there is another person as well, chat, that has been outed on this list. But wait, call me Billy Mace because there's more, chat. Let's go take it here with Kissy Kitty. I told you guys, Vtuber Blacklist was just on a roll, guys. Yeah, I think I need a 3-day vacation. Crimes, groom, numerous minors, sexual harassment. Here's this person. Sexually harassing an individual in the following is heavy to read. Okay, here we go. The continued sexual harassment of the person and turning their rapist into main character of her fan fiction where they recreate people she argues with and has them briefed into being proper. What the fuck am I reading? What the fuck? A VTuber Blacklist asked to not be confused with VTuber or VT Blacklist. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'll try to remember that. I'm just so used to being like, you know, like VT Blacklist. I'm just like, oh, VTuber, you know. The continued sexual harassment of other person and turning. Yeah, I'm not reading that sentence again. I'm not reading this out loud, chat. I'm not gonna soil my fucking mouth reading this out loud. You can read that. This is super fucked up. Yeah, I think I need a vacation after today, chat. What the fuck is this? Let's see here as well. Here's one of the detailed threads on Kissy Kitty Queen. So we're gonna open this one up, chat. Let's take a look. Claire's Kitty is a child predator. Clarice is a child predator. Sexually harasses minors on Twitter and on Discord. Clarice, age 21, is having public inappropriate conversations with a 14-year-old. Anime Mutual's a bigger audience to do something. I'm deeply enraged that 3 known FBI reports and countless police reports since October have done nothing. I want to have a dream where Spaceboy kicks Senpai's ass and pisses on his corpse. I wish for a thing to happen. Picture this. Senpai gets ganged up by all-male FOs and pissed on afterwards while I dance to Pink Pony Club in a pink leotard. What? Inappropriate conversations with a minor. Okay, so there's the one we just read. Only $30, talking about, you know, a seal from Black Butler. Is he an adult? It's adult seal, plus I want it for comfort. Humping a lolly while we cuddle. What about a Shoda? I don't know what this has to do. Oh, photo 3. Okay, here we go. The Homestuck person. I thought there were 15. What is it? Screw it, Homestuck. I'm confused as hell. They hate minors. Are you 15? I assumed you were, as I have a bimbo theme and you interact with me. I'm not sure if this is another F fucker trying to pull a fast one on me. Close enough to the age, so confirming that they're a minor. Are you at least turning 15 soon? My page is suggestive as I'm a bimbo. Yeah, in a few months, it's not far off. What? I have a question, chat. Why does their account say 15 plus only? What? What? That makes no sense. Here's a full detailed thread about them as well. This is already kind of looking at some of the other stuff. And there's also apparently a detailed video. Oh wow, this is oh, this was on VTuber Cringe's channel. Let's see when this was. Yeah, it seems like this was a while ago though. This one came in 11 months ago, so I guess VTuber Cringe did like a deep dive of it. So holy shit, guys. Oh, well, you're close enough to 15, so it's fine. Yeah, you can just stick around and you know, I interact with my stuff inappropriately. Like, what the fuck? Well, there's another one for you guys. Checking in here with VT Blacklist again. Let's also check in here with Lyra Pup, guys. Yes, it's not over, by the way, guys. Warning, be aware of Lyra Pup, aka Beanie Baby, crimes and mission of grooming a minor, engaging in sexual acts with a minor, pedophilia. Of course, they are, you know, VRC kind of creator. Lyra Pup and their servers confessed and proceeded to erase their confession, but it's been known to the public, even on other platforms, of what Lyra Pup did. This is on TikTok. What did Beanie Baby do? I still use her avatars. That's the same person as Lyra Pup. She admitted to being a pedo, and I think she had a relationship with a minor. Didn't she admit to ERPing with a 15-year-old? Who is Beanie Baby? A popular avatar creator. A few months ago, they got exposed for pedophilia and grooming. And I actually like their avatars. Beanie Baby could have done worse. 5 years difference isn't. I'm not touching that. So here is, of course, their Discord information. Hi, I guess some of the story is this happened 5 years ago when I started playing VR chat 2 months prior. I was 19 at the time and I'm 24 now. Friend group that I met was above the ages of 25 plus 30. I was introduced to somebody named Coach, who was 16. So again, they were 19. This person was 16. I knew him for a week, and we never spent any time together one-on-one. One day I was in a world with this friend group, and Coach was asking repeatedly to control my love sense. Regretfully, I allowed him to do this. Nope. 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 No, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I was half body and meat at the time. I did not tell him or ask him to do this, but I do admit I allowed him to do it. And our responsibility is 100% on me. Absolutely it is. This was a 10-minute interaction. And then I left. I was uncomfortable with this whole thing. Again, you said yes. So you were the adult. Minors can't say yes. I've not spoken to him since that day. I've not spoken to him, interacted with him in any way in the past 5 years. I now forced him to do this. I certainly did not ask him to do this. I completely understand that I was older, and that's what makes me a fault for not putting a stop to it. I've been completely transparent and open and honest with everybody. Nothing to hide, and that's why I am uncomfortable telling everybody this story. That's a major fuck up. That's a major fuck up. And I think that's all we have on that one. So, that's a major fuck up. Huge, huge fuck up. You do not interact with a minor when it comes to anything like that, period. Like, I'm sorry. That's unacceptable. I mean, at least they did take accountability. I'll give them that, damn, but that's bad. That's bad. This is hard to read, chat. This is a lot. Maid, I will pull this as well for the end of my coverage on this. That way it's included as well. Yeah, I got you. Anyway, Blue Journey, this is another person. Grooming minors, distribution of CSE, doxing, impersonating victims, faking evidence, and creating false allegations. All right. Will Blue Journey confess to grooming, manipulating, impersonating, even doxing? I'm sorry for grooming people. I'm sorry for manipulating you. I'm sorry for the many accounts. Not all of them are mine. I'm sorry for hurting you. I'm sorry for doxing. Can you now forgive me? What? Lower threats will be posted. All right. Do not engage with him in a report. Blue Journey, he's a dangerous pedophile that needs to be arrested. Google dog timeline of his harassment and threats towards others. Oh my God, there's a timeline, chat. Holy shit. Certain posts have been removed following reports from individuals who supported our circumstances, or some content may have been deleted, possibly due to false reporting. The same situation applies to the accounts or communities mentioned around him. This document presents a chronological timeline of evidence concerning the numerous victims of Ariane the Kid, also known as Blue's Journey. A considerable number of individuals have come together to support this document, aiming to highlight the wrongdoings of this individual. I'm gonna let elara read some of this out because it's a lot.
Many seek to vindicate themselves and demonstrate that Blue's Journey is engaging in harassment and manipulation, falsely portraying himself as a victim of doxing, hacking, and harassment. These claims are entirely fabricated, as he spreads misleading narratives through screenshots and edited videos to undermine anyone who opposes him. Notably, Red Radiant has emerged as a prominent figure accused of orchestrating the harassment attributed to Blue's Journey, a claim that has been repeatedly disproven, particularly given the existence of numerous sources dating back to 2016 on the social media platform Amino that contradict Blue's fabricated evidence.
What? Below this paragraph stating the problem is caused by this individuals are a list of links that show accounts that were made across social media by Blue's Journey. Please refrain from harassing an individual and do not contact him for your own safety or to prevent any more confusion. Just do the following advice on the document by blocking and reporting. Oh my God. This is all of their accounts? Holy shit. Chat, this is all of their accounts? Holy Falter XD. Emails, Discords. Holy fuck. Oh my God, dude. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Well, we're certainly not gonna look at these because there's like edited stuff here, but I mean, it's been going on since 2016, chat. Let me make sure this is okay. I can't show you all this stuff on stream, guys. I'm gonna be honest, I can't show it to you. It's yeah, this person has gone to gaslight as other people. They stalked people. Yeah, I can't show you all this stuff on stream, unfortunately, chat. But if you want to go take a look at it, you certainly can. But it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Me and Mr. Grimmy people doxing. Already looked at that. There's victim cities threatened. I mean, God, dude, it just goes on and on. Holy shit. Detailed thread. Let's go take a look at this. Hey, for any member in this community that comes across this tweet, all fake and misleading. The account Blue's journey is impersonating the user. Red Radio on Discord being harassed and taken down due to being exposed for pedophilia and sexual harassment. Look, I think they're just impersonating this person. I mean, a tweet addressing his activity. On YouTube, it's YouTube tagged in it since his kid, or since its user has a long history of sexually harassing minors under the name Ariana the Kid and other aliases. Let me take a look at this. Some of the email. So he wanted to tag somebody. It says, "He's been sending me death threats and abused your copyright system." But he's faking these screenshots. So kind of the email over here, so it seems like he basically like impersonates somebody, threatens himself with it, then plays victim. What the fuck? Let me read this other one here. Oh geez. So here's an account from one of the people. Was groomed by him when I was 11. I'm scared and glad he forgot about me. He harassed me for months. And shit, now he's gone. I've changed the things I told him are crazy. I was only a kid and he ruined my growing up process. He made me look too far. So he made me grow up fast. I wish I had my 11-year-old self back. I hate that man with all my heart. Again, you can take that. I mean, I don't know who this person is, right? But this is somebody saying that they were, a victim. I mean, like, there's a whole ass, like, playlist of videos, chat. I mean, like, holy shit. But literally, look at this, chat. Look at this. There's a whole playlist about this person. Jesus fuck, dude. What fucking, like, what did we just uncover? Like, my God. There's the Google Doc. There's a link to all the accounts. So I cannot show you everything in that Google Doc because that's pretty bad, but there's a whole YouTube. I feel like we could spend 2 whole streams on just this person, chat. So I kind of give you a little bit of the TLDR on that one. I feel like this is a very dangerous individual, so, be careful out there, chat. There's also, VT Blacklist goes on to say, warning, beware of Kina Cat Girl, crimes, distribution, posting of PSEM of themselves, sexual harassment, death threats against people, threats of taking their life. What was the document calling out this person? All right, we'll take a look at that. Good Lord, chat. And what part of the Google document? Bad Girl Kina discussed how 16-year-old minors can be able to make content on OnlyFans. This is egregious behavior. There have been instances when Kina was banned from another streamer's Discord server for talking about OnlyFans. Not just OnlyFans, though. Kina believes OnlyFans should be available to content creators at the age of 18. Kina joined another VTuber server and started talking there for a bit. Keep in mind, Kina is 18. She talked about how OnlyFans should be available from the age of 16, as she would love to make content at the age. in multiple instances states that she is 30-plus-year-old, sent her money for explicit content. What's up, Puck? You came in on a crazy one. All as she was a minor. Tina was extremely explicit in my voice chats to multiple community members. I don't have any chat logs, but I have multiple that can testify. He tried to explain to us how they should have been able to open up OnlyFans at 16, and a 16-year-old should be able to post Nazi-forward content. That is a predatory behavior, even if you just turned 18. There's no excuse for wanting 16-year-old children to post Nazi-forward content online. Not only this is little child pornography, but it also stimulates children to make money with nudity and possible prostitution. It also heavily blurs the line between children and adults, making it easier for pedophiles to harm children. The minimum age for Nazi-forward content is 18 plus worldwide for a reason. That is entirely true. Planning on murdering a victim. Wait, what the fuck? Oh. Okay then, hi Mochi, this is the last message I'll be sending you. I honestly know what it's like to face your own harasser, and I also had someone do the talking for me, but you can rest assured knowing that things have happened to you won't happen again because I don't want unwanted messy drama that can ruin everything. Think of everything, sorry for everything, farewell. After the doc was released, the news spread to every community. I took my time to build and put my place in. Many of whom knew about me IRL. Eventually the news spread all over my IRL life, and I'm practically hated everywhere, especially due to the person who was in one of my discords at my school. But yeah, I ended up eventually planning on killing you or killing a bunch of other people. I planned it pretty detailed, but after all this, I've just put it down. I don't really want to follow through with those plans and end up another person on one of those trans murderers on the news to be my end. Anyways, yes, I've also lied about my age. In fact, today is my 18th birthday. Today, and I've already bought a month's supply of pills to it no longer be on this plane of existence today. Once I stopped being suicidal, they let me out. They stopped caring, and my parents don't care either. I'm nobody IRL, like I said. So they're basically saying they don't want to be around anymore. This was back on the 24th of September last year, and also saying that they want to literally murder somebody, chat. I mean, there's a whole document here as well. Again, we're not gonna dive into this whole thing, but I think those, there's sexual harassment incidents, there's child prawn, claims to OnlyFans, interactions. I mean, it seems like a very heavy document, and of course, saying that they want to murder people. I don't know what else to add to that, chat. What is there to be said? They literally want to unalive somebody, like, absolutely horrible, chat. I mean, I don't have words that are strong enough to voice how much disdain and, like, how horribly morally corrupt some of these people are. What the fuck, chat? We're on the last one. We're on the last one, guys. So, here we go. What the actual fuck did I have to read today? Finally, guys, Blue Bite Sora is the last one here. Grooming minors, coercion, harassment, and stalking. And VT Blacklist was the ones that, put all this out here, guys. Obviously, they've been putting in hard work to do this. So thank you for keeping our community safe. But here we go. Well, there's a Google document detailing about Blue Bite Sora, where many victims shared their stories. So we'll take a look at that. Blue Bite Sora made a response Google document to this. I guess we gotta take a look at that. Here's a document where Jay confirms the legitimacy of the screenshots on Blue Bite Sora. All right, so here we go, guys. We got a little bit of a read here. Blue Bite Sora. Again, this does talk about potentially disturbing topics. Here we go, guys. Wow. Yeah, it seems like they've been around for a while, so yeah, it's not just this one thing, right? So yeah, literally help, please. Please help.
Introduction and context. This document brings together accounts from several people who describe concerning interactions with the VTuber Blue Bite Sora. Some individuals had contact with him when they were still minors, and some conversations or behaviors during that time were inappropriate or made them uncomfortable.
Absolutely.
These reports span several years, and show repeating patterns.
Jeez, dude, several years,
Sara
chat.
often keeps his age private, but for the context of this document, it's important to reveal that Sara is currently in his 30s.
Jesus Christ, dude. Well, apparently there's some screenshots that they were saying
Sara
were faked,
will use
but
his platform to
we're
find
gonna
and
find
get
out.
in contact with new victims. He seeks out vulnerable people, mental illness, being underage, having had abusive past relationships, etc., and engages in
he missed
flirtatious
like
and sexual
BT
behavior with
Blacklist,
them.
like outing a bunch of
He
people.
coaxes them to vent, and
and we've
vents
been
in
reading
turn
through
to
all of
create
them.
trust. These victims are often led into believing they have a unique monogamous relationship forming with Sara, and he leverages this for sexual favors and art. Once the victim realizes they're not the only one, they feel used and pull away,
Yeah, that's
at
disgusting.
which point Sara guilt trips
You're
and
literally taking
manipulates
advantage
them.
of minors.
Because he's targeting vulnerable people, this unfortunately works and they become too scared to
That's
speak out
BT
about him.
Blacklist.
This is how he's gotten away with it for so long.
That's
I would
horrible.
say I am shocked and surprised, but as you already know, I was on the force for 4 years and I have seen a lot in this 4 years, but it always baffles me cause it looks like no matter how many of this people I brought to justice, the swamp never dries
there's
up
still
cause
more.
for everyone I got there are people like that who escaped me who are still around.
Well, I appreciate you, Deception, bringing these people to justice, but
I've known Sara since
it always seems like there's
2018
more.
when I was a
guys,
sophomore
this
in
is very
high school.
serious. Please.
I was just 16 at the
please take a
time
look at
and he
this.
was 22 to 23. Sara's inappropriate messages towards me started when I was 16. I joined Discord in 2017, and joined a variety of YouTube content creators' Discord servers. When the Discord we met through wanted to close down, he invited me to his own Discord server, The Asylum. We officially
guys,
started
he
dating
was,
while I was in my junior year of high
17,
school,
and
17,
they were 22, 23.
December 26, 2018, after he confessed to me after Christmas while playing on his dedicated Minecraft server.
Yeah, you know at
We
that
met
point.
up for the
They
first time a
started
little bit
knowing each
after
other when they were
Christmas, and he had
16.
taken a 7 hours 10 minutes, 427 miles, drive to meet me at the local mall
Guys,
in my
they met
hometown.
at a mall.
I was still 17, but my birthday was in about 4 months. I hate to admit it every time, but the day
I admitted every time of the day drove me down. I mean, guys, they had sex. This person drove 7 hours to do that to them, chat.
After that day, my chats with
Disgusting.
him in DMS became way more sexually charged and mature, even though I was still scared out of my mind that I had done that with someone. As I got older, it never stopped being needlessly sexual between us. At one point before graduating high school, 18, we had a conversation about our age gap in VC and through text. I was uncomfortable that he was so much more mature than me and told him that he deserved someone better. In the end, he convinced me to stay with him as I was blinded by my love for him.
I am going to kind of get past some of this chat just because they're talking about the relationship and things like that. But again, the important part here is that, you know, they're very young. This person took advantage of them, drove to meet them, and took advantage of them mentally and physically as well. So all evidence screenshots, all screenshots are red on bottom to top. Early 2018, Sora's 22, Naomi is 16. They turned 17 and 22 respectively during 2018. So again, chat, 22-year-old, 16-year-old. They could have thrown his stock, but provide additional evidence in the link above. Even after use will still be jailbait in my heart. Nope. Oh well, I will still always be jailbait till I'm legal. Or refers to a 6-year-old Naomi as jailbait. No left for me. Saying, well, I guess I'm out of race with my brown hair, black, white, and green, and I love black hair people. I really love these. I guess I'm looking at some art. First says he's out of race, showing his romantic pursuit. But you have another year of high school. My dude's 16, turning 17 in April. You're 17, right? Ludes, we are so lewd. I know we still need supervision, or we always go to this. With great power comes great prawn. So we're flirting with Naomi and acknowledging her age. And it goes on to list multiple other victims as well, chat. We have anonymous victim number 2. When I first encountered Sora as freshly an adult, he was significantly older than me, presented himself to me as a person I rely on. He would flirt aggressively, love bomb. Over time, he manipulated my trust in him and created a harmful, controlling dynamic. He used my own personal information against me. Going here to the anonymous victim number 3. I first encountered them during the collaborative live stream as somebody I follow. I was in a stream hosted by this other person's channel, and I was just chatting like it was an ordinary stream. And I mentioned my cat was cuddling with me, so I responded publicly that he'd rather be with me than the cat that night. I was spoken to briefly in the stream, and this comment was unexpected and inappropriate. Even the host was visibly discomforted. I dismissed it at the time, assuming it was a joke. Yeah, just weird behavior. Let me scroll here. I guess they just had like interactions that just like started positive that just kind of ended negative, but again, it's definitely not as egregious as, you know, victim number 1, right? This is just yeah, this is horrible, chat. Well, of course, we did this other document says the point of this doc. I remember this does come from Sora right here. Sora says point of this doc is to get more context to docs posted screenshots. I wish I could have added more, but Baka deleted all past DMs with me, and Pomni deleted her old Discord account. I'll be posting this and retiring. I've requested my Discord history to show more, but I'm still waiting as of 2018. As Discord sends me the appropriate info, I'll add more screenshots. I mean, like, I'm gonna be honest here. I feel like you already acknowledged they were a minor. I don't really know how you like defend yourself from that, right? Like this looks like a wall of text with basically no one screenshot. Like how are you denying this screenshot right here? You know what I mean? Like this is just a wall of text. I guess we can look at it here. Let's see what I have to say. I mean, you already knew that they were underage, so like what are you trying to defend yourself
when
from
Noemi
here?
and I first met, it was on an artist YouTuber's Discord server because we were both artists at the time. We didn't interact much as I was working full-time, and by the time I would get home from work she would have to get off
Yeah,
shortly
Crow, this
after.
has been a tough read today, I'm not
So
gonna
we
lie.
would hang out maybe an hour at a time, and besides that it was mostly us just showing each other art or memes. This was always in open VCs where I would be playing a game with people on the server, be it mod or something else, and she would hop in, say hi and leave shortly after. The context to the jailbait comments comes from these times on this server. Both her and I can make our voices go really high pitch, and so we would make our
Then why would
voices
you
really
mention
high pitch
porn?
and then drop
Like,
it
you
very
know-
low to mess with people in VCs and games. This was around the time of VR chat where that was a common joke to do. So with that joke people would call us jailbaits and traps.
But
That
what
is
does that
where
have
that
to do
came
with
from.
you going
I never saw her
to
as
meet them
jailbait cause I
IRL?
never actually pursued her.
As they are a minor, like, you know what I mean? That makes no sense. We're never sexual until we started dating, but it doesn't matter. You are the adult, they are the minor, like, you know what I mean? So they're done with the relationship where they admitted they liked them. So we started dating shortly after something in January, which is 3 months before she would turn 18, for both of our states was legal. So they admit here that the age of 18 was what was legal. As she stated, before us dating and confiding in each other that we had feelings, I wasn't sexual with her. She was just my friend. I never targeted her. I never isolated her from anybody. I think I groomed her as a gross misunderstanding and misrepresentation of the word. How we interacted, yes, we dated before she turned 18, which I know for most people is not okay, but it was legal in both of our states, and the difference is 3 months. I thought you just said Jim, which 3 months before she turned 18, which is both for our states legal. So which one is it, or did they mean to word it that way, right? I don't know, this seems like waffling. So, of course, we do get a response here from Jane. It says the document exists to hold Sora accountable for its inadequate response to the allegations made against him, specifically the allegations related to his relationship with Naomi. Before continuing, please be familiar with the original document. All right, we're set on that. The document is split into 3 parts. Timeline of my initial investigation into the allegations. Alright, so background. I was never personally close to Sora. He was close to many of my close friends, and we shared similar streaming niches. So he's always on my radar as somebody I felt like I should get to know. After seeing and reading the document, I knew that our shared friends would be discussing with him if the allegations were true. I was almost aware that almost all our shared friends do not handle confrontation well due to the severity of the first allegations in the document. And because I care about my friends, I took it upon myself to find out the allegations were true or not on their behalf. Okay. Documents posted by Cole. After talking with various acquaintances, I decided to wait at least a day before reaching out to Sora, see if he would say anything privately. So they reached out, asking if he'd seen the document. Because Sora did not respond in a reasonable amount of time, I started asking mutual friends when they saw Sora last online. I was able to get in contact with one of Sora's mods. They told me that Sora had seen the document. He told them that the document was long-standing beef with people. Another mutual friend told me they saw Sora playing League of Legends in a closed voice BC. So later that day, I started my regular scheduled stream, leaving Discord streamers mode off. I could be notified when Sora replied saying the document was written by vindictive ex-friends and exes who've been harassing him for years, and the document contained edited and out of context screenshots. Yeah, sure thing, bro. He also said the other person deleted their DMs with him, thinking I showed proof, and added that if I wanted to know when he was willing to talk, because he trusted me. So they talked to Sora, explained to him that showing me the messages to Naomi at the timestamps on the screenshots using the document be quick, an easy way to prove the screenshots were fake. Naomi deleting her messages did not matter, as the most incriminating parts of the screenshots were Sora's messages. And that's exactly what I would always recommend, chat. You don't need their messages to look at the responses that they made, right? So that's a great way to see if somebody's actually, going on and lying or not, right? So Sora replied he'd be willing to get a call later, asked if he could record our call. He did not consent. According to streamer logs, the last time Sora watched my stream was on December 7th at 9:16. At 8:38, I ended my stream and let Sora know it's available at his convenience. So there we go, guys. There is the actual call that took place. Trying to find out if this is true or not, so let's listen.
Because there is no hard record of the call, please take information unique to the call with a grain of salt.
Yeah, absolutely, of course.
On December 7th at 10:56 p.m. PT, Sora and I got into a Discord call that lasted for 2 hours. Immediately after the call, I wrote down key details from our call. After a short greeting, I told Sora that I did not care about his side of the story or Noemi's. I only cared about the screenshots being verifiably faked, edited, or real, as that would provide irrefutable proof independent of anything else. He agreed. I asked Sora to go to the oldest timestamp featured in a screenshot, January 16, 18, mm/dd/yy, via Discord search bar. His Discord client showed an error. This was not an unexpected issue. Searching old messages for servers can be laggy. To circumvent this issue, I walked Sora through sorting his messages with Noemi by oldest to newest and jumping to the oldest message. This would not only show me Sora and Noemi's earliest interactions but also let us manually scroll to the dates I wanted to see. The oldest message Sora had with Noemi was from 3/18 mm/yy. I do not remember the exact day. This presented a problem. In our greeting, he had told me the screenshot where he called Noemi jailbait was taken out of context and not edited.
Bada bing, bada boom, chap. That screenshot is from 1/16/18. All right, let's take a look. Got him. I mean, this person clearly did their due diligence
I asked Sora
as well,
where
right?
the previous messages were. He said that after he and Noemi broke up, and after Noemi deleted all of her messages with him, he started doing the same as a way to get over the relationship. He said he gave up after a while and stopped deleting messages. Thankfully, there are many screenshots timestamped after 3/18 mm/yy, such as December 26, 18 mm/dd/yy, and December 30th, 18 mm/dd/yy, showing Sora and Noemi starting to date, and January 8, 19 mm/dd/yy, showing Sora's sexting with Noemi.
So they had a lot of options,
All
right?
3 days exhibited the same issue. There would be messages before the times listed in the screenshot and messages after the times listed in the screenshot, but never messages from.
Yeah, Sora at the time of the shown screenshots, not even conflicting messages. the timestamp. So again, they could verifiably prove that they were not fake. You know what I mean? So, I told Sora the defendant that Cole and Naomi would go through the effort of fabricating majority of screenshots, of the screenshots only to be partially edited to others, that Naomi's messages, and even a few real screenshots. Also told Sora that if penetrating into the document was able to show both Sora and Naomi's messages, and tried to think that it could access Naomi's deleted messages. I was aware of Discord cache viewers viewing deleted images and wondered out loud if it would have also worked for text. I told Sora about how viewing the cache works, how that might have been the way Naomi was able to access old messages. And asked Sora if he'd be willing to walk me through his Discord cache viewer. He probably would have to talk to his lawyer about that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so at that point, chat, they knew they were cooked. They knew they were cooked, right? So, I mean, what's left to say, you know? Corrections and conclusions. Here are the final observations, right? So let's go take a look here at what, you know, their final conclusions are.
On December 9th at 1:25 a.m. PT, I notified Sora that I had reached out to Cole and Naomi, and that I had come to a conclusion regarding my investigation. I did not share my conclusion but asked Sora if he had anything else he would like to share. On December 9th at 3:30 a.m. PT, I notified Sora that the moderation team for the stream group we shared had decided to remove him from the group. I acknowledged that he may feel the decision is unfair, and that I would be willing to share my findings and conclusion with him should he want. On December 9th at 1:21 p.m. PT, Sora apologized for things ending this way and asked what more I would want to go over.
After a short conversation, Sora insisted the following. He and Naomi did not flirt until they started dating. Naomi was 3 months from 18 when they started dating within age of consent for their states. Okay, so at least there's a clear up on that part, because by the wording, it seemed like he acknowledged they were not legal, right? Naomi's mom and dad knew about their relationship. They dated for 4 years and Sora ended the relationship because it was toxic for both of them. He had no power of influence over her and was not a content creator at the time. On December 13th, I messaged Sora with a list of expectations for his response. Also notified him I would be unfriending him on Discord in 24 hours, leaving his only method of communication with me via email. Sora has not emailed me. My expectations were as follows. Timeline of Sora and Naomi's relationship, including who asked who, when Sora started content creation, and a history of past usernames. It feels like this guy got caught, chat. And they tried to just do whatever they could just to misrepresent everything, right? Deleted messages. Again, talking about that meetup. He replied saying that most of the things listed here were already brought up in a response. He said he'd be taking his time because Naomi had been planning her accusations for years, so he'd be taking his time too. Sora posted a response on December 19th. His response was poorly made and failed to attempt meeting my clear expectations. I felt compelled to write the documents you have been reading. So here's the examination of the response. Sora was correct with his claim that the jailbait screenshot was out of context. The screenshots from the original document were likely picked after a quick scan. The early pages of the archive and videos shared from Naomi to Sora in early pages, all right? Sora's claim that he and Naomi did not interact much until 2019 of December does not seem to be true because of those archive messages, right? Sora said that he asked Naomi if she liked him in December. They started dating in January. This appears to be partially true. Sora and Naomi regularly sexually after. The implication of doing lewd things together, voice video calls, which are never shared via Discord. Why Naomi is a minor. Sora claims that he has no power influence over Naomi, but fails to acknowledge the inherent imbalance of power between a teenager and an adult. He also fails to acknowledge he knew several notable animation artists and YouTubers who Naomi likely admired. He mentioned showing Naomi art to one of those YouTubers because the YouTuber thought her art was cute. Sora failed to mention the screenshots used in the document. For part 1, there was a 3-hour gap between when he agreed to show me the messages and when we got in a call. So that's probably why that's a bit of a problem. But I think the most egregious part is this, what's right here, right? Yo, what's up, Beast Kid? How are you? The 7-hour trip, right? First day with a friend was in the area. I highlighted screenshots in the archive showing Sora and Naomi reminiscing about having sex in the car. Sora apologizing Naomi's first time was on a bed. A few days later, Naomi mentions worries of being pregnant because they had unprotected sex. Sora offers to buy her plan B. Naomi confirmed in a call that her and Sora had unprotected sex. Sora might try to refute the validity of the screenshots by claiming Naomi's father would shut off the internet at 8. And since the messages from after 8, there is no way Naomi could have been talking to Sora. But that is completely, like, easy to, you know, disprove, right? Romeo and Juliet laws are close in age laws. Are state laws designed to protect teenagers in relationships from facing statutory rape charges due to the other person turning 18 while their partner is still a minor. The relevant close in age laws for Naomi and Source states use roughly the following language. For somebody over the age of 20, they may not engage in sexual activities with a minor under the age of 16. I do not know Sora's exact birthday, but per the original document, we know that Sora and Naomi had a 5-year age gap. Naomi was 17, so Sora's likely 22. Sora's correct, the relationship does fit within the close in age laws from both their states, but close in age laws and state laws are not federal laws. So, yeah, it seems like this was like a whole fucking thing, right? But, wow. Yeah, what a fucking read, right? Wow. Yeah, what rabbit hole did we just fall into? Jesus Christ, chat. What do you think of that one? What's your thought? This is the last one, Chad. So I'd like to take a moment to kind of like regroup. How are you guys doing, by the way? Are y'all all right? I need to take a shower after this. I feel gross. You know, like I feel yucky. It's just... Yeah, I want to get off the roller coaster. There's just so many, like, moments in here where it's like, you're making such questionable decisions that you should make. You know, it's a minor. On top of this, distributing, like, child, you know, prawn. I mean, that's just disgusting and horrible, right, Chad? So, some of these people are definitely worse than others. Don't get me wrong, but I think everybody on this list is pretty morally reprehensible, right? So, to add to this, chat, BT Blacklist goes on to say, to give an update, more evidence is coming out of creators who have groomed children. There's now a backlog, and we will post the new entries as soon as we can. We are not expecting how many pedophiles would be sent our way. So, chat, there's going to be more even to cover in the future, which is really, really sad. Now, guys, I do want to talk about what VT Blacklist said here, and I'm guilty of this as well, so I apologize. You know, just to erase the confusion, VT Blacklist has no affiliation to Vtuber Blacklist. In the beginning, we did look up to them. Know how many people were swept under the rug, protected even that the Vtuber Blacklist lied on some entries, even deleted one. Some of the entries the Vtuber Blacklist avoided to post. Yes, everybody, please not confuse us with them. We do not want any affiliation with them as a team. So, I did say Vtuber Blacklist. I apologize. It's VT Blacklist. Yeah, so that way we're on the same page. This is the one that we've been reading from. What do you think, guys? What's your thoughts about all this? I mean, holy fucking shit, guys. This was like, they have a backlog? A backlog? I'm genuinely, honestly, just frozen by all this stuff we went through today, chat. Absolutely disgusting. There is something else that I want to talk to you guys about. But before we call it a day, but I want to talk here for a second about what's recently going on here with Maid, and Shylily. Guys, let's go take a look here, and let's try to move on past this fucking horrible stuff that we just read. Because my God, guys, this is just like, this is horrible. So, yeah, let's talk about what's going on with Maid and Shylily. Well, people are actually upset with Maid, and that is because, you know, she's playing Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, and she says she doesn't really care about the historical figures or political context mentioned in the game. A lot of comments are very dismissive, insulting, and quite generalizing. Of course, the original one says, I love Mint, but what she does is how I view every American. Mostly important tapes that talk about caste, ideals, and why he does what he does. He reads the title being about she Guevara and says, why should we care? Dude, I don't understand this, right? Like, if she's playing a video game she doesn't want to talk about, you know, political stuff, she doesn't have to. Like, she's not a political streamer, right? No disrespect to anyone, just a general statement, but I think that this fear people have of being political can actively be killing the ways art is engaged with. All art is political. But that might be true, right? But that doesn't mean they have to engage with it, right? No way towards her. This is just critique to all U.S. people and the way they approach art with a self-centered perspective. Like everything related to politics, it's not what Kojima wants to say with his scenes. It's always why we care. I love Min, don't get me wrong, she's my Oshi. The fear of losing 4chaners is bigger than being open-minded and engaging in the topics that are essential to Kojima's work. I don't blame her. These people are weird and aggressive. In this system, we ought to do dirty work. As long as she does not direct harm, I think it's okay. I mean, like, dude, like, it doesn't mean that she has to engage with it, right? Like, there's nothing wrong with her wanting to just play the video game for what it is, right? Like, yes, does everything have some kind of underlying moral and political tone? Absolutely, of course it does. But that doesn't mean that everybody wants to go on and talk about it, right? You don't have to. Nobody's forcing you to do that. So, bro, she just wants to play her game. She wants to have fun. Let her have fun. Like, I don't know why this is... People are making this a problem, you know what I mean? So, forcing people to have commentary about something that they may not want to partake in or they may not be educated in. That's like you guys ask me, Elara, I need you to talk about socio-political economics. I'm like, bro, I don't know what the fuck. Why are you asking me? I can't even, like, talk about this maturely because I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, she's just a silly maid playing a silly game. So, just leave her be. What do you guys think about this? Yo, what's up, Holy Knight? How are you? Yeah, and exactly. It's not like your audience was built on politics. So people shouldn't yell at me, but people also shouldn't be yelling at people talking about the games overall. I mean, like, if you want to talk about it, that's fine. But I don't think that you should force somebody else to have to talk about something if they don't want to, right? Yeah, like that's literally the TLDR, exactly. Politics is super radioactive these days, too. Yeah, people just looking for a problem. And speaking of just looking for a problem, let's also talk about what's going on here with Shylily, guys. And people are going after Shylily again, guys. Coming in from TV Remote says, Shylily, you attacked Cinder over dating your manager while you were sleeping with yours. Hypocrite. So, I want to point out something really quick before you even watch a clip. From what I remember, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't ever remember Shylily going after Cinder for dating your manager. I'm 99% Shylily went after Red because Red is a shitty, horrible human being. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. Like, you know, maybe I am incorrect in that, but I'm pretty sure Shylily went after Red because he's a horrible fucking person, and actively was part of the reason of destroying Cinder's career. Like, Red is the problem. I don't think it had anything to do with a manager or anything like that, but this is old school Lily. I mean, like, this is V-Royd Lily era, right? So anyway, let's go take a look at the clip, listen to it, chat, and we'll talk about it.
Hello, ships.
You're wearing my underwear again.
Still.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you
I took it off. Oh, the mic isn't muted.
What?
The mic wasn't muted.
Oh.
Hello. Hi. Good job.
Okay, so let me get this straight. She has some random guy at her house, right? Let's say that is her boyfriend or whatever. How do you know that person is their manager? Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is such a weird like take. You attack Cinder or your manager while you're sleeping with your super great. Number one, how do you know that's your manager? And number two, even if it was, they criticize Red because Red is a horrible person. It has nothing to do with criticizing Cinder over dating her manager. Like, this makes no sense. This argument is just like, yeah, it sounds like she's having a normal conversation. I mean, like, dude, even if it's a guy and she's sleeping with him or that's her boyfriend or she has a husband, who gives a fuck? Who cares about her relationship status? Like, this is just like a bad faith argument framed in like the worst way possible under the guise of something that it isn't even true. Like, that's what? Yeah, they literally went after Cinder because Red is a horrible person that undermined Cinder's relationship with people and also her professional career as well. So that's why she went after Red, because I think we can all agree, even the Pyro Pups agree, even people that I've talked to that are big Cinder fans, all agree that Red is a problem. I think there is one thing that Shylily and Cinder fans will shake hands on, and that is Red is a problem. You know what I mean? Like, I think everybody would agree with that one part. Even if you don't like Lily or Cinder or whatever side of the fence you fall on, everybody agrees that Red fucking sucks. Like, you know, he messed up so hard. So, well, what are your thoughts on this, chat? What do you think about all this? I'm sure. I mean, like, I see these every once in a while. But what sucks too is he says Pyro Pup, right? I will point out as well that Pyro Pups have specifically said not to harass anybody. Cinder said that herself. So you're actually not a Pyro Pup. You're a faker. You're a fucking faker. You're a water pup. You're not real, bro. You're a fake Pyro Pup. Red is the worst VTuber miniature top, dude. I found you, Faker. I found you. I knew you. I knew it was you, and I found you, Faker. But yeah, I want to point this out because people just constantly coming up with shit to go after Lily. And like, I said this on stream the other day, guys. I'm tired of it. I'm so over it. Can we just like stop with this shit, dude? And like, if you don't like Lily, don't like Lily. Like, that's fine. Something you might want to see just popped up in VTuber Blacklist. Oh no. All right, let's take a look. Let's see. We're Blacklist reader. This been post for Blacklist individuals. They actually posted Sylvie Spark. I'm sorry, hold on a second, chat. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat. This person has been a thorn in my side for a long ass time. Please. Please, I need to do this, chat. I need to do this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I need to do this.
Justice.
Okay, sorry, I needed to post that. I needed to post that. What the actual fuck? They actually called Sylvie out. Good for them. Good for them, dude. As much as Sylvie has been absolutely awful to people, constantly bringing up my name and random shit. Holy gracious. Finally, let's read. Let's read, chat. You know what's breaking news? We gotta read this. Crime, stalking, harassment, abuse towards others, false accusations on a disabled VTuber. We read that. Trying to get disabled VTuber removed out of the care facility and make them homeless. We read this as well. Comforting of a rapist, really. Following document is made by Cobra with numerous victims talking about their experience on Sylvie Spark. Warning, sexual abuse is mentioned. I've actually read this one before. Sylvie Spark has harassed you to Lynn. Yeah, we talked about Lynn. We've read this one as well. I know Rima covered that. Yeah, we talked about this. Okay, so this is stuff that we've already read. Wow. Wow. Holy shit, chat. Wow. Am I surprised? No. Not surprised at all, but... yeah, this is all stuff that we read before, but... wow. Yeah, I've made a couple of videos about this. This person, he always tries to like misrepresent what I say, or like I interacted with Adora before, so I'm a bad person. I'm like, dude, I didn't know about Adora, and I called Adora out once I knew. Like, just because I knew Adora a little bit doesn't mean that I like defended everything they did. Did you watch my coverage? And they mentioned how they went up to you too. Where is that? In here? Also makes alts to attack. Yep. Wow. Holy chat. I can't believe I've ever ended VTuber news on a high note, but Jesus Christ, this is crazy, chat. This is absolutely nuts. Wow. I'm gonna play it again. I'm sorry. Let me play this again. Yeah, I need to play it again.
Justice.
This is one of my favorite gifts of all time, by the way. Wow. Wow. Well, I mean, I've covered this in the past, chat. I don't know if we need to do like a whole like fucking like bring this back up and reread this stuff. Probably not, but I mean, we've dived in this. I know Rima's dived into it as well. I mean, I don't know if Rima and I have talked about it in particular. Like, I don't think we have, but the whole thing with Lynn was just wild. So, wow, guys, I'm shocked. I'm in disbelief. Yeah, thank you for sending me that. I'm shocked. I just thought it'd be a nice side note, given how much they've harassed people. Well, like, it's sad because they've harassed a lot of people. Like, that's what sucks. But also at the same time, like, I'm glad they're being called out for all the things they've done that I've said for a long time that they have done. And it seems like they just kind of, like, ignored it, right? So, I don't know if they still edit for anybody, but I would say if they're your editor, good Lord, you might want to be careful. Yeah, you might want to really look into your own content and make sure that this person isn't associated with it, because yeah, that's bad, chat. That's bad. What were your thoughts on all this today, chat? I mean, like, I'm shooketh right now by all of this news today. Absolutely fucking insane, guys. I hope that you will take everything that we talked about today and just protect yourselves, guys. Be careful out there. This stuff is very scary, and I'm glad that it was out there for us to take a look at. But guys, I gotta be honest with you. Number one, I have some calls I gotta go to. Number two, I don't think mentally I can take anymore. This is such heavy stuff. So guys, please go do something nice for yourself today. I'm gonna take a shower after this. Like, this is just like, this is horrible. So thank you for tuning in, guys. I appreciate all of you so much. Bye, YouTube. Have a great rest of your day. Twitter, thank you for tuning in. And of course, Twitch, thank you guys as well. We'll give Yomi some